what is your hatred for John Cena?
Yo, when Hulk Hogan takes a rock bottom better than you, there's a problem. There's a problem. My man. All right, so give me the camera.
One rock bottom.
Yo, no, it's more than that. Show, give me the camera. I got the fucking camera. Kenny, I'm gonna have to do it for you. I'm gonna give you the whole spiel. He came out as a prototype. Whatever. You know, he slaps Kurt Angle. Ruthless aggression. I'm not into that. Whatever. He comes out as a rapper. I'm like, okay, all right, I can dig it. You know, he's from Boston, so that's a strike. You know, that's New Yorkers. We don't fuck with Boston too much, but you know what? I'll look over that. He's doing his thing. Something original. Some I could, you know, there's something different. It's entertaining. Comes around, and my man has a choice between the Big Show, Kane, or Shawn Michaels, and he gives the most pussiest promo I've ever heard in my life. I will never forgive this. And he's on some, well, you know, I don't want to fight the Big Show because, you know, he's a huge guy, and, you know, you got the Big Red Machine who wants to fight him, and Shawn Michaels is a legend. Fuck that, bro. You already beat all these motherfuckers already.
Her return on SmackDown.
Okay.
So I definitely read some rumors about that.
Because for whatever reason, and I don't know Cody's review, turn around and go back, and people are gonna be, you destroyed thrones, and you go back? We have been doing this shit for ages, and he still doesn't know how to take it right. Trust me. That's it. My man, he collapsed with the kick.
That's what I'm saying. That's the way he didn't collapse during the sun. It was the kick.
He's not even in his fucking chair when he gets in this fucking thing. He's not even in his fucking chair.
Yeah, but he thinks, oh!
There he goes.
Both matches without the wrestlers were in the tape.
And on that note, everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood.
I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right. And I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hyped for this shit. That's right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm bar, get the farm ball, get around with the arm with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's fucking Thursday night, and you know what that means. It's fucking wrestling with knuckleheads in the fucking building. What's going on, normal guy? How you doing, bro? How you doing? We got some news today. Well, not today, but this week. Apparently, the black and gold is coming back. What? The black and gold is coming back, baby.
You fool!
Shit, I pressed the wrong button twice. But it's alright though. This how nice that shit is. What's going on, everybody? Yo, how you doing, normal guy? Happy to see you here. Happy everybody's here. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. When people are on the way on Thursday, it's always that way. But you got your boy Toe Tags in the building. We're gonna talk about wrestling. I don't know how y'all felt about AEW last night. It was happy to hear that you're doing good, normal guy. Happy to hear you doing good. I thought it was a quintessential AEW show. You know what I'm saying? Like not for like it wasn't good no bad. It wasn't different than his normal shit. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing is the choices that they made for the tournament was a little questionable to me. Moxley and Bryan Danielson are gonna go to the finals at Arthur Ashe Stadium, which we will be there. And by we, I'm talking about me, the Pro Wrestling Podcast, Kenny from the Call Up Podcast, Gigi from this podcast, and others will be at Arthur Ashe Stadium next week watching AEW live. And so that's dope. Our main event is gonna be Bryan Danielson versus Jon Moxley. I know that the crew is excited for that. I would have loved to have seen Darby Allin. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see Darby Allin in the finals. I was expecting kind of to see Sammy Guevara and Jericho in the finals. You know, I thought that's the way they were gonna go, but they're going Moxie and Bryan Danielson. I guess they're trying to pick out a new leader for the locker room, which, you know, something. Hey, the locker room kind of needs one now that everybody's fighting and there's some turmoil. They need good leadership. You know, the strong leader is a strong locker. You know, one thing that I would say is that we had a dream matchup with Swerve in Your Glory and the Death Triangle, or the Lucha Bros, because it was a tag team match. So the Lucha Bros and Death Triangle. That match was good. I just have a little pet peeve of, you're going to make it for the title, and we already know that Swerve in Your Glory is wrestling next week against another tag team. For me, it kind of felt like a waste of you know, they need a normal guy. Yeah, they do need a normal guy. You know, they got so many extraordinary guys. They need a normal guy. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like it was a waste, kind of a waste of a potential, you know, grudge that could have happened, or, you know, match that could have meant more. For me, it's like, it's one of those that, well, if you know you're gonna lose, doesn't hold much water. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the match. They all kill it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they did bad or anything, but that's just like a little pet peeve of mine. That, you know, that's all I'm saying is about that, is just a little pet peeve of mine. Moxie and Bryan Danielson winning. You know, like I said, it's good for the locker room. I guess you get strong leaders. You get somebody that's gonna be there and, you know, show that you gotta be, you know, you can't just fucking rest on your laurels and shit like that. Not saying that's what CM Punk did, but my man wasn't champion long enough, both of his reigns, you know, to make an impact. And then, you know, he gets into a fight with the Elite and all that other shit. It's like, you know what? Give it to somebody you trust. Moxley has already been champion twice. He's already, you know, changed the whole dynamic of AEW twice. He changed what that title meant, you know, at least the second time around, doing the open challenges and stuff like that. So let's see how this goes. I'm anticipating a high impact match. You know what I'm saying? I'm anticipating these guys going all out. You know, which I kind of was, I was in my head going, yo, is Adam Cole still injured? I believe so. He may come back. You never know. Arthur Ashe Stadium. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can look it up. Is Adam Cole injured? Let's see. Additionally, Adam Cole has been out for months due to the first suffering of a torn labrum and then a concussion. Former WWE superstar Bobby Fish is recently interviewed in the two-man Power Trip podcast. Struggling with a torn labrum for a number of weeks, but it was recently reported that he won't be undergoing surgery to fix the issue. The former NXT star also sustained a concussion at AEW Forbidden Door, and it is believed that this injury played more of a role of him missing time. Okay, so he's not going to change. All right, so now I've torn my labrum. The labrum is what keeps the rotator cuff and the socket in together. You know what I'm saying? It's the muscle that holds everything together. Depending on how bad the tear is, he can, you know, suffer from like dislocations and all this other shit. And if he doesn't get it fixed, you know, throughout, at any point, he could develop bad arthritis and all that other shit. Now, it takes about 6 months for the labrum to heal. I told my rotator cuff also, so, you know, it's about 6 to 8 months for the rotator cuff and the labrum. What's going on, Egg Princess? Good day, ma'am. It takes about 6 to 8 months for both of them to heal. You know, like a full year to properly get your confidence back. Even though it's healed, it's still like, you know, you're still testing it out to be comfortable. But he's not Your shoe rack is immaculate and your face is kind of general. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. What's going on, show?
What's going on, my brother?
Well, chilling, man. I don't know if you saw my message, but I bought this
Yeah,
thing.
I did now.
Yeah,
I did now.
shit, and I'm like, I thought I was able to have you call in and we could just talk to you on the phone, but it didn't work for calls. It works for music and shit, but it don't work for calls.
All right, so I'm gonna make a record, and that's how we get it in.
Nah, I hear you. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get the other one because this one just says media, so it might just be for media. I'm gonna see if I get the other one and see if that works. But yeah, so it take I'm describing to them a labrum and a rotator cuff tear. So
Shit!
yeah,
I thought you was talking about another labor.
nah. So yeah, yeah, we're not. This isn't sex ed, Joe. This isn't sex ed. but yeah, so it would take about 6 to 8 months for him to recover from that. But he's not taking the surgery, so he's gonna fight through the pain. But they're saying that the concussion. I'm talking about Adam Cole. The concussion is what's keeping him out. And if he suffers one too many concussions, you know where that goes. So I'm pretty sure they take an extra time to let his brain heal in between, his action because we don't want CTE coming from this guy. We don't want brain damage. We don't want Alzheimer's, none of that other shit that's happening. We want to see him. We want to see him, be fully healthy before he comes back and have a long career. You know what I'm saying, Show?
And brother, we're gonna treat him like a baseball player. We ain't gonna bring him in too early. We want to his life, not just for 1 year. I got you.
Word. We want him running for his life, not for just 1 year.
No, we want him for the rest of his life.
We want him to be arrested. We want him to be arrested for life, not just 1 year.
So I'm tired of this shit. Hold on.
I'm tired of your shit.
Bye, Toe.
Don't you gotta stand for your case?
Bye, Toe.
Peace. The best decision you ever made in your life. Fuck out of here, dude.
You gotta stand.
Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here! You fool!
Shit. But yeah, man, yo, and then all right, so Show, I'm gonna tell you, what do you feel? How do you feel about John Moxley and Bryan Danielson winning? Not winning the tournament, but being the last two competitors in the tournament.
Listen, I see him in person. Ooh, I wouldn't want to see nobody else. Maybe somebody else against Daniel.
Darby Allin.
That'll be awesome. I like that match. Did they fight already?
No, not Bryan Danielson and Darby Allin. They haven't fought yet.
I gotta go in the bathroom.
My man's taking the stream into the bathroom. We live, baby.
Yeah,
What's going on? Kofi Weeson in the building. What's going on, Kofi? You chilling like a villain on penicillin with a Mega Leverage play for 7?
Kofi
what?
Gonna be in the Bronx show?
The Bronx show?
Yeah.
Kofi, you gonna be in that We Are Wrestling the Bronx? Bryan Danielson versus Moxley is dope. Yo, I was saying earlier, I'm picturing that match to be high impact. That's definitely not gonna be no slow. It's gonna be hard hitting. What did Toe? Yeah, what Toe said. Yeah, word. So you're gonna be? I'm pretty sure he's gonna be in the Bronx. Yeah, he goes. Of course, bro. It's the Bronx. Of course, yeah. It's the BX. He's gonna be there, son. He's gonna be there. I'm trying to pull a Dirty Heels podcast and start sponsoring some shit, Kof. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna see us in the neck of the woods and be like, "What's good, son? What's good?" You just gonna turn around and be like, "When did y'all do this shit?" Be like, "Yeah, son, don't worry about that. Be aight." Shit, man. Yo, how y'all feel about the black and gold coming back to NXT? They taking that color shit out of here. There's no more 2.0. They said get that 2.0 shit the fuck out of here. Next week is Queen's show. That's right, baby. I feel you, Kofi. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Kofi, if we gonna eat, we gotta have the food gotta be thick and juicy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm here all week. Kofi know what I'm talking about. But shit, yo, dude, the NXT's black and gold again. I know mad people are excited about that. I want to see how it looks with if they're gonna redo everything. Now I can watch it, NXT. You didn't like the whole overspray rainbow, Kofi? Shit. I'm not gonna lie, man. When they went 2.0, I felt like it was like a child shit, and it didn't intrigue me to watch. I watched the when Worlds Collide shit because of Ricochet and Carmelo Hayes. That match was what made me want to watch it because I knew Ricochet and Carmelo Hayes were gonna tear it down like they did. Rainbow sus stuff. Yo, word. Look like a 5th grader art class. Yeah, man. I mean, it's a dope concept, but it's not for like the way they did it. I feel like the white fucked it up. If they would have did that on a black background, I think it would have felt a little more serious. And not like the overspray. Like if they would have did that, just the NXT colors was like that kind of paint, and it was just black, or maybe like a gray or something. I don't know. It just felt weird. It felt like they got a fake hip hop dude, and let's give this shit some life. You know what I'm saying? We gonna make this lit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The revamp gonna be crazy. He did like the 70s acid trip. Nah, yo, for real. That fucking overspray felt like a 70s acid trip. And then you had the Guido come out. I don't know what his name was, but I'm the Dalai Lama of NXT and shit. They had him come out, and I don't know what happened. 1.0 to 2.0 to 1.5. Word. They kept the logo though. The logo's the NXT logo is the same. They just made it gold. So how would y'all felt if they changed the color to like green or some shit, or like orange, or aqua, like a turquoise? How would y'all felt? Yeah, I would have been still excited. Like, oh, it's NXT Black and Aqua, baby. What? NXT Tres Leches, baby. What? How would y'all felt? Because depending on how the color scheme looked, I might have been like, oh, all right. It's still not hitting, but all right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I want to see how how that shit looks. And I want to know if they're going to change any of the characters. Like, is this going to be just a rebrand of the colors, of the colorway sway? Or is this going to be a rebrand of everything? Where it's like, we're taking our developmental serious. So now we change, like, the storyline's changing. We're going to start from scratch. We're going to get Matilda Gorilla in this motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know what else is changing. If it's just the colorway. Because when 2.0 hit, it felt like they said, all right, everybody that you liked in the regular NXT, gone. Now we got new people. And Cora Jade is going to be in the front of the line. And Toxic Attraction. Which, don't get me wrong, Toxic Attraction has a lot of steam behind them, if you know what I'm saying. Kofi know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, Kofi. Don't play no game. Shit, when I'm talking about the booty, I gotta look right. You know what I'm saying, Kofi? Kofi know what I'm talking about. What up, Jeff? Show and tell why is AEW Women's Division getting bad and why Jade not got more shown on TV is weird. I don't know. this is new to a lot of these women when it comes to performing on TV and putting on that extra, because performing in front of a crowd like in a house show, not in a house show, but like in the independent circle is different from performing on TV, and it's a lot newer to these to the women there than it is, let's say, WWE, because they don't have that developmental shit. But I don't know, man. They got the talent. Jay's not being shown more on TV. I think they're trying to keep like her streak, like more of a gimmick thing, like Goldberg and Andre the Giant thing, where they don't want it to be worn out and shit. All right, GGG's gonna be on by 10.
Wait.
Yeah, show.
They're gonna do the Goldberg 1,000. Nowhere.
Word. Yeah. Carson Nathan, what's up, Toe and Show? I'm new here, but oh my God, Sammy made a statement on Instagram. He's leaving AEW. Oh my God, what is going on, AEW? This is not good. This is not good and bad. Sammy made a statement. He's leaving AEW. I didn't hear that. Gigi's the one that has all the news for us, and she be on at 10. So if Sammy made a statement that he's leaving AEW, she'll know about it. But you think that's bad for AEW? Like, I think
that's.
Maybe I'm bugging, Show. Like, have you been watching AEW lately? Maybe I'm bugging in the chat also. Listen, when I ask a question in the chat, I genuinely mean it. If I'm bugging, you let me know. But I feel like Sammy Guevara became stagnant after that ladder match with Scorpio Sky, where it was just spot after spot after spot, where it wasn't really a match. It was like, look what I can do. Or even before that with the Cody Rhodes thing, it just became stagnant. I think Sammy went from being a wrestler to, like a spot artist. He had a good match with Moxie on Friday. It could have been better, but I don't know, man. The whole story with Ty Conti, I think, made him different of a wrestler. And he's not as big of a star as he used to be when he first started. So you let me know if I'm bugging, but I don't think Sammy going. First off, I don't think Sammy's going anywhere. Second off, I don't think it would be that big of a deal if he left. And if he does leave, it's probably going to be on vacation or some shit. He's saying, I'm leaving and I want to repackage and go somewhere else on his Instagram. All right, you know what? I'm going to check this shit out.
I'm going to add something to what you said. I agree with what you said. He started messing with everything went down here because he was identical. He was like, we was thinking of him as the champion. Like, everything was almost good for him. He got a girlfriend and it went downhill. Where I'm saying it's a dangerous game. When people from WWE is good, is awesome, get tired of it. But we haven't seen the WWE and what they won. So the allure more to me. The AEW guys in the major league. So you don't want to see people from the major league, WWE minors. Like, okay, yeah, AEW. And now the young WWE, that's major. I don't know if you disagree. This don't work.
I heard a bunch of some of what you said. The last part. What was the last part you were saying?
Now I was saying it's a lot better. Thank you. No, I was saying it's a lot better. People from AEW go to the WWE because there have been many people that have. So like to AEW. I mean, WWE.
Okay, yeah. All right. So you saying he would be a bigger star in WWE?
Hell yeah.
Word, Jeff.
Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. So I think this is the post that Carson is talking about. I saw it on Instagram and on his Twitter, and it goes, "I hope you live a life you're proud of, and if you're not, I hope you have the courage to start over again. We come up short last night. It is what it is. Thank you to everyone who has helped me get to this point. It's been a hell of a ride. Where we go next, we go with faith." And then he puts up pictures of him in the beginning with the panda on his head, and then in a circle, and then him winning the TNT title, and him shaking hands with Cody Rhodes. Now that looks like a cryptic message where he could just be on some, he might be stepping aside, take time off, or that could just be one of those things like we're gonna get him off the screen. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that means he's going to WWE. But how would y'all feel? Like, Shaw already said that if he went to WWE, he'd think he'd be bigger, like a bigger star. How would y'all feel about him being in WWE? Because, to be honest with you, the WWE could work with anybody. If we're gonna be serious, the WWE will find a place. Like, they wouldn't hire him if they didn't have at least an idea of what they wanted him to do. They're gonna be serious. Now, is he gonna be WWE champion? He's already a big star. He is in AEW, but remember, if WWE is so mainstream right now that there's a lot of people that only watch WWE, like, around the world and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a big star for where he's at now, but who's to say that he wouldn't be like a mega star in the WWE if they did it right, But yeah, normal guy, like I'm saying, like, and you please stop because this is crazy. We talk about this ever since Hunter's back. This is crazy. We talk about what? Talk about him going to WWE because Hunter's back. Dude, that opened up the floodgates. I'm pretty sure Mike Bennett is asking to come back. Maybe Matt Tarvin. Who? Mike Bennett. Mike Bennett. What, in the WWE? Oh, this dude. Okay. Oh wait. This is the dude with what's her name, right? He's married to what's her name, right? Am I bugging? I'm bugging. In my head, it's like I have her name in my head. I don't want to call it. Is it Christy Hemme? Maria. There you go. Yes. But didn't he leave because he had issues, like drug issues or something? Like he went to rehab and then he left, or he got cut during the cuts. But didn't he have like drug issues? Like I don't know for a fact, but like 100%. But is that what happened? Maria Kanellis. Yes. Okay, there you go. He got fired, but he was also like in rehab most of his career in WWE. I remember he went to rehab once, and then they delegated him to like superstars. He got released during the releases, but he asked to come back. Okay, no drug issues. I think he was just injured. Okay. All right. I mean, listen. The thing with Triple H opening up the floodgates, I'm pretty sure a lot of the younger talent was able to talk to Triple H directly and have a rapport with him and be able to learn underneath him. And when he took over, it was one of those, yo, I know him. You know, like, this guy's a good dude. I want to work for the devil I know. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, like, with Vince, we hear all the stories, like, it's hard to get to him. You got to wait outside for 4 or 5 hours just to get, like, a 2-minute conversation with him. And then it's always, well, we're going to change this and change that. You know, these are the stories we hear during the podcast and everybody talking and stuff about him. You know what I'm saying? It's probably in the heads of people like, yo, if H is running the shit, I'll go there, because at least, for right now, he's a reasonable guy. I'm able to bounce ideas off him, stuff like that. You know, it's probably just, it's easier to work with H than it was with Vince, because there were so many people in between. That's probably why. And, and also with what H did for NXT, people are fantasizing about it going to WWE. Now, I'm still waiting for it to happen, but like I said on Raw, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. I'm going to see it for what it is and for what it's not. Even Grand Metalik is free agent, so, and AEW got Lindsay Dorado and Dark. Didn't Grand Metalik have his first Dark match, or was that Lindsay Dorado? Yeah, I mean, yo, listen. I don't think people would say that, like, the one thing about the AEW fans and the wrestling community and some of the wrestlers, like, they throw out the bait so hard, and all the, like, the easiest bait to get bites on is saying some shit like some, I'm gonna go to the WWE. Because they see people in AEW like, oh, you're going to WWE, what did you say, blah, blah, you know what I'm saying? And now his name is in everybody's mouth and he lost. He could just be taking a break, or it could just be one of those things where it's like, we didn't get it this time, and he's just trying to be inspirational. Like, don't forget, I didn't forget where I came from. This is just a setback. We're gonna reinvent ourselves and come back stronger. Yeah, that's true. They can't just come and go as they please, but they can get fired whenever they want. And so, let me tell you something. What I like about Hunter is not telling us who show up or returning. And like Tony Khan can learn from Hunter with that. But I mean, yo, Jeff, it's true. But there was speculation that Braun Strowman was debuting last Monday for like 2 weeks. They're like, yo, Braun Strowman's gonna debut on the whatever episode of Raw. I'm telling you. And then he shows up and it's like, okay, this surprise is ruined. They don't keep well secrets. Like, the wrestling industry does not have the best secrets in the world, bro. Especially for comebacks. Papa H is running the game. Hey, I like that one, Kenny. Okay. Just told us that Logan Paul is coming to SmackDown. He just told us that Logan Paul's coming to SmackDown. Yeah, because Logan Paul now has beef with the Master Chief, the high grade chief. You know what's crazy? That head of the tables. Sorry, I finished some shit. It's so good, Kenny. Whenever you're ready. The crazy shit is, like, everybody's saying that Roman Reigns doesn't need to defend his title against The Rock, which he doesn't. But imagine Roman's the head of the table, but Roman versus The Rock for a high chief position. Now, their grandfather, High Chief Peter Maivia, High Chief Peter Maivia, was the only high chief in wrestling that I can remember, and that's a high honor in Samoa. So what if they do their own little high chief in wrestling, and they keep that moniker going? It's a good way to. It's a good way, to branch the storyline out. That's just me doing, trying to make it deeper than just the title. So how you feel about the firm stable in AEW? And is it just me, or does the theme give me deep cover? Be with Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg or something. Wait, what? What? What stable in AEW? So wait, hold up, Chris. WWE just posted stuff from Rikishi, and Rikishi posted someone is missing. So maybe highly doubt Jacob Fatu in WWE or Rock's daughter. The Firm.
The Rock got
What's
a
the
daughter.
Firm? Yeah, The Rock got a daughter in NXT. All right, hold on. You said the WWE just posted some shit on Twitter? Using speech to text. That's what the show sound like. When did Rikishi? When did Kish do this? The real Rikishi. Okay, here you go. I'm excited for my first comic book. Oh wait, no, that's pinned. Posted, repost. Amazing training today. Stay tuned. That was 11 hours ago. Am I bugging? I didn't. It's good to see Solo Suka front and center. Now I have 3 sons in the WWE. What happens that globally televised platform allows us? Yeah, I don't see. Oh, okay. I don't see what you're talking about. Rikishi on his Twitter posted someone is missing, and then WWE on Fox posted something. Let me check. Yeah, send me that post because I don't WWE on Fox. I was looking at his page just now. I didn't see no Kishi pick. Greatest faction of all time, and they talking about the bloodline. Logan Paul, Johnny Gargano, the Morgan, Ronda Rousey, Johnny Gargano, Sami Zayn, Gargano. Yeah, I don't see unless they took it down. I don't see what they're talking about. Okay, so the Firm. How do I feel about that? Well, they said this is gonna be the rare time that you see them together. So I want to know how that plays out. Showley's a friend, which I guess that's the guy you go to if you want something done. So it'd be cool because then I think that gives him the freedom to work with just anybody. So like if somebody's like, "Yo, my man, I need more screen time. What's going on?" And he goes and he talks to the guy, and now you got wrestling matches, but then you got to do him a favor. It's almost like a mafia type shit. I get, that's dope. That would be dope. But they said this was, it was gonna be a rare occasion when you see them all together. So it just might be him. And then just like in the back, like talking and all that shit. But it's dope. Did you watch AEW Watch Party with the Call Up podcast, Rumble Mania, and the Pro Wrestling podcast? We talked about MJF's new stable, The Firm. Yes, please. They every Wednesday, while the knuckleheads are talking about sports, the Pro Wrestling podcast, the Call Up, and Rumble Mania are doing a watch party for AEW Dynamite, and it's the one-stop shop. That's where you want to go if you want to get all your AEW news right there. Jesus Christ. I don't know why my nose has nothing in it, but it's stuffy. It's fucking bullshit. Yeah, you definitely want to check that out. Check out my boy Pro Wrestling Podcast in the building. But yeah, I mean, that'd be a cool concept. It's, set up for being exclusive to one person. You can make it happen for anybody just for the right price. right? You know what I'm saying?
That sounds like
Ethan Page is,
awesome idea.
yeah, right? Ethan Page is already trying to step up and he's getting a TV, Ring of Honor TV title shot against Samoa Joe, which we know how that's going to go. But at least, he's doing something. It would be nice to see my man Scorpio Sky doing some shit, but so happy Hispanic Day to my brother. Appreciate you, brother. Happy Hispanic Day. Show, did you know it was Hispanic Day today?
Nah, man. Happy Hispanic Day to all the Hispanic people.
Yo, I don't know why it sounded like you was in a place where they killed chickens. Yeah, the minute you started talking, all I heard was like you was in Thailand or some shit. What the fuck? Like, where you at? Word. You just hear the chicken dying and shit. That's boys in the group. Yeah, but I don't. Oh, he's listening to the reggaeton. Randy, what's going on, Randy? Sounds like Chris Tucker when he was in Rush Hour 2. Don't cut my chick. Yeah. Chilling, brother. Damn, this boy's big. What are you feeding him? Rush Hour is dope fucking movie. All of them. Shit. But Show, where you on your way home, Show?
Yes, sir. I just
Nice. My man is on his way to Thailand. He's watching the Muay Thai fights as we speak. He coming to play. They don't make good funny movies anymore. So Rush Hour, yeah, that's a fact, Jeff. They don't make those types of movies no more. The types of movies they make now is you can only watch it once. The rewatch value for most of these movies is very bad. You could watch Rush Hour, any one of them, all day, and you fucking piss in your pants. Some of these movies now, it's like the second time around wasn't really that good. But yo, what was R. Kelly convicted of several child pornography and sex abuse charges, acquitted on one pornography count and conspiracy to obstruct justice charge. Shit. Oh man, R. Kelly is now a child pornography. He's convicted felon for child pornography and sexual abuse. Wow. Okay, there you go. But yeah, let's get back to that. So, Extreme Rules is the next pay-per-view for WWE. Extreme Rules is the next pay-per-view for the WWE. And right now we have Ronda Rousey versus Liv Morgan set in stone. Ronda Rousey was suspended for a whole 20 minutes. And now she's the number one contender. Is there any other match that's set for Extreme Rules? We got Logan Paul coming in on Friday, which he had beef with Roman Reigns. Which I don't know why. But hey, use what you got, right? Use what you got. I'm trying to see what's up with this Extreme Rules. Let's see what's going on. We got, it's the only match so far. Ronda and Liv. Edge is injured. He's injured again. Oh yeah, well they coup de grace his leg, so if it's a work, Edge suffered a knee injury during Judgment Day attack on Raw. Reagan, the following attack from Judgment Day on WWE Raw, an MRI on Edge revealed grade 2 MCL sprain. So it looks like Ray's gonna have to go at it alone. It's gonna be 4 people versus 1 man. Teddy Long could have made a better match. We're gonna have a handicap match. It's gonna be 2 men, 1 boy, and 1 woman versus Rey Mysterio Jr. Unless this be Rey and Santos Escobar with Legado del Fantasma versus Finn. Yo, that would be something. That would be something. Ray comes is like, yo, I'm gonna get my fucking boys from back home to come fuck you up. That would be something. Because the only other people that he could get to come up, like, if he got fucking Conan and the filthy animals to come back and help him, that would, that'd be some shit. But Conan can barely walk. Who knows what Kim is doing? But yeah, Santos Escobar, him coming up, I can see that. That'd be something. That's a good one right there, Chris. That's a good one. That got me excited. I didn't even think of that. What up, Christopher? How you doing? The new LWO. Who else will we put in there? We need somebody. Like, you can't put Priest in there because Priest is already with the Judgment Day. Who else would we put in there? Well, with Papa H running the show now, they probably could find somebody. Maybe. You never know. We don't know when his contract is. We don't know if his contract is in dollars or pesos. It could be Mexican time or American time. We don't know what his contract might be. What's going on, Anthony? How you doing? Right, show? We don't know what Cero Miero's contract is, if it's in Mexican time or in American time. He got to unmute himself, so give him a second. He probably don't even hear me.
Of course I hear you.
Baby, I can be everything you do in my life.
You know why?
Tell me now. How do I breathe without you? I want to know. How do I live without you? Did you ever go? How do I ever survive? Come on, man. If you ain't never seen Con Air, get out of this fucking podcast right now. Shit. So don't make me cry, Lucha Bros. Yo, they did, man. Show, how would you feel about Santos Escobar and the Legado del Fantasma coming up on Raw and helping Ray with the Judgment Day?
I was trying to figure out names.
The Spanish dude on NXT.
Yeah, no. I was thinking about other names like that. Add to that. But that's a great idea what you had.
Well, I didn't have it. Chris had it.
That was in the crowd.
That was it. Yeah, that was a
couple of these shows put them together. We're gonna use all. If we can't think of nothing, listen to these shows and use it.
Word. Yo, Anthony goes, can you guys imagine if WWE decides to buy Impact Wrestling from the current company that owns it and maybe replaces NXT with Impact, and that can be the actual show for the talent on that show? I think if the WWE buys Impact, it's for it's for its video library. I don't think they have an interest in any of the wrestlers they have there. Moose would be one of them, but I don't think WWE would acquire Impact. I think if the WWE is going to acquire an organization, it'll probably be a smaller one. You know, that they could build it from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like AEW would buy Impact before WWE does. You know what? For me, I'm still thinking about this whole Dominic joining the Judgment Day is a smokescreen. I think behind the scenes, it's really Santos controlling Dominic. Yo, now, what about this Lopez chick versus Rhea Ripley? Ooh, we just pulling shit out. Yo, we just pulling shit out, man. What? What's her name? Electra Lopez or something? Her versus Rhea Ripley? What? Let's do this. They can keep Dominic. We just need to see the women wrestle. She'll play classic in the car, word. I don't think that's Show, though. That might be Show's wife playing the classics. You know what I'm saying?
That
is. Word. Show's on mute because he's singing the song with a tear in his eye. He's like, put the bunny rabbit down. My daddy is coming back from Raw. My daddy will see me when I was 5 years old. My daddy would... Like I'm saying, if y'all ain't see Con there, please watch that shit. That's one of that and Face Off got to be Nicolas Cage's best work. Shit. Yo, the Titanic song is next. Word. Damn, not Glorious.
Wrong.
Oh, Britney Spears. I said it about you know. Oh, baby. What's going on, Hassan? Yo, I gotta take this shit off. What is Celine Dion? There you go. We get some Celine Dion up in this motherfucker. Okay. No, I'm not talking about the talent on Impact Wrestling roster. I'm talking about replacing MHC with the Impact, and Impact being the show they use to develop the talent on NXT. So you saying that NXT be a main roster show and Impact be the developmental? Ray joins Santos. This is where Hunter can do this in storyline because you can't disrespect the family. The family. Oh yeah. Ray, I think they would have to join Ray because Ray's the OG. Ray's the Don. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't underestimate Ray as a bad guy. Do not. I know you ain't never seen it before. But believe you me, do not underestimate Ray as a bad guy. Especially if he has loyal servants like them, or like, the muscle like they do. Do not underestimate Ray as a bad guy. I can see it. I can feel it in my fucking blood, bro. All of the fucking Triple I, especially back in the day when Ray started out with Mil Mascaras and all those. They were stars in Mexico. And the cartel has a little bit to do with the wrestling back in them days. I believe in my heart of hearts, Ray would be a fantastic bad guy. And if Dom leaving him makes him go into that, you took my son, and you're going to disrespect me, you're going to hurt my brother, nah. It's over for y'all. Sonos unos vatos locos. It's killing me. Hey, now. What's going on?
I'll make him take off his mask. A bad guy.
I mean, I can see him wearing like a gold mask, like a Mil Mascaras. I can see that.
Like telling the crowd, fuck yeah. Rey Mysterio. I'm taking this shit.
Yo, but the thing is, the mask is very respected in Mexico. Like the way Mexico wrestling is, you don't have it's mostly trios. You don't have 1-on-1 matches. 1-on-1 matches are delegated for grudge matches. So what you would do is when you actually had a 1-on-1 match, it would be mask versus mask. The loser of that match removes his mask. Now, if you have another 1-on-1 match and one wrestler's not masked, it's hair versus mask. And if you have and then if both of them are not masked, then it's hair versus hair. And I think one of those, like, it's a final thing where you have like a death match or some shit like that. In Mexico, it's totally different. That mask means a lot. That's why you can't rip somebody's mask off over there. You get disqualified. You don't fuck around. In America, is the only one that they they attempt to take the mask off. You don't fuck around with masks over there in Mexico.
But wasn't that it was a time where everything was real? Now we know that it's a mask. We know he's normal. Take that mask.
Yep. You see, yeah. See, but the beauty about wrestling is that we all know what it is, but it's your job now to suspend our belief and make it feel real. You know what I'm saying? This is where I come down. This is where I get my criticisms. It's your job to make it seem real. That's why ECW was so loved by people, because it was one of those, WWE and WCW is fake wrestling. This is real wrestling. Look, they smack each other in the face with chairs for real. They're really putting themselves in barbed wire. This shit is real, baby. This shit ain't no fake pussy shit. That's why everybody loved ECW, and that's why all the ECW coaches went to AEW, because they marketed themselves as, this is old school real wrestling again. It's not no cookie cutter shit. What do you guys compare mask versus mask match in Mexico to a Hell in a Cell or a last man standing match in WWE? Shit, a mask versus mask match in Mexico.
A mask versus like a fucking
a mask versus mask match would probably be like an I Quit match.
Not a career match.
You could say that because, it's kind of like you got to change who you are without the mask, but you still wrestle. You know what I'm saying? Where a career match, you're not wrestling no more. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it's a little tricky with that. My man show got quiet.
My bad, bro.
Oh, you went back to the Thai music. That's what it was. Sorry. So what are some matches you book for Extreme Rules? So what are some matches I would book for Extreme Rules if I was the booker? Shit. Shit. In all honesty, Extreme Rules, I would book the match Karrion Kross versus Drew McIntyre, because they are like Karrion Kross mollywopped Drew McIntyre twice. Drew McIntyre needs to challenge Karrion Kross, so I would book that match with the way they're going now. You can have Bobby Lashley and Seth Rollins at Extreme Rules for the United States title, because I know they started that beef up. If I'm not gonna have the Miz versus Dexter Lumis, I would have Ciampa versus Dexter Lumis, or the Miz versus I would also do Gargano versus Austin Theory. You know, Gargano versus Austin Theory. I would also see the thing with Roman Reigns is like, who would you have him fight for the title? You wouldn't really have him fight too many people. So would this be a pay-per-view you don't have Roman Reigns on? So now it's like, how do we put a strong main event? Walter or Gunther and Sheamus too would be awesome in an Extreme Rules match. No. I think the 6 of them, Imperium and Butch Botch and Bitch. that's I got you, Anthony. That's what the New Day called them. But Sheamus and his fellas, I forgot I don't know if they have a name for their faction. A 3-on-3 Extreme Rules match, I think that will work on Extreme Rules also. We need a tag team. This Friday they're supposed to have the number 1 contender for the tag team matches, right? If I'm not mistaken. So I'm trying to figure that out now. Oh no. Braun Strowman hits an earth-shattering powerbomb on Otis. So he disrupted the tag team shit again? He disrupted the tag team shit again? Because if I think it was last week, right? Shit, I can't. And they don't just give you the fucking matches. All right, here you go. Fatal 4-way match set to determine the top contender. When is that? This Friday. So it's the Street Profits, the New Day, Alpha Academy, and the Los Lotharios. Shit. It looks like Otis and Braun Strowman are becoming a lovely couple. So I would have loved to have Otis and Chad Gable go after the Usos, but it's probably the Street Profits again. Yeah. All right, no, apparently Triple H is thinking of stripping the titles away from Roman and open to the Cardigan T-Tag. What? Wait, Triple H is thinking of stripping Roman from the titles? I don't know, man. He's been like, his run, you gave him both titles. If you strip him of it and you split it up again, it kind of looked like you guys made a mistake. You know, you can have a 3-way match where each title is defended separately. Like if Drew McIntyre was only getting a shot at the WWE title and it was like, yo, Roman, you got to defend both titles separately, then it would have been like, okay, Roman, you ain't defended the Universal Championship in a while. Either you defend it or you strip. Then he has a triple threat match. Each pin is, like they did the Eurocontinental Championship with Chris Benoit. Who was it? Chris Benoit, Kurt Angle. I know, was it D'Lo or was it Eddie? Well, they did, yeah. Chris Benoit, Kurt Angle, and they, each foe was a different title. So if you wanted to do that, I think that would work. And then you have somebody pin the other guy for a title, and that's how you split it up. But it's tricky to just take the titles from them. I think that was Vince's idea to unify the titles. I think Triple H wants to end the brand split and eliminate both the Universal and the WWE titles and have one title. Yeah, right. So Hunter is doing a lot of different stuff and thinking about bringing back the old design for the. You think he's gonna end the brand split? Well, the thing is with the two. So here's the thing: the USA Network and Fox, they need their ratings, so they don't want what happened like on Raw and SmackDown after a while, it kind of felt like Rampage and AEW, where it's like Dynamite is the main show and Rampage is like the secondary show. It's not really that important. It's probably just like it's a mini Dynamite. No one really watches it. You know, they're trying so hard to get viewers to watch Rampage for that 1 hour. And I'm pretty sure they don't want to do that shit. Like, I'm already not watching SmackDown. If SmackDown is just a replay of Raw, just in blue, no one's going to watch that shit. And Fox ain't about that life of, well, we're losing ratings. Now, fuck that. Change something or get the fuck off my network because it's all about money. You know what I'm saying? Fox is a huge brand. Fox is a huge company. So, all right. I want to get to your comment, Anthony. What are your opinions on the last 2 comments about Santos, Rey Mysterio, and Dominic? All right. It would hurt Rey more. It would hurt Rey a lot more to have his son join the stable for Santos. Yeah. See, if it would have happened the same way it did the Judgment Day, I think it would have. Because that would have been another like Eddie versus Rey shit. But I don't know, to have him jump from faction to faction. I would see how it's done. I would like paint a picture for me for how you would get Santos to have Dominic leave the Judgment Day and go to Phantasm. What are your guys compared Mass versus? Oh, okay. That one I spoke about already. Now, what they could do another draft. But then maybe instead of doing a draft, they could just fucking do a trade and just have other people on the show. Like Big E went to Raw out of nowhere. Like I don't think he was drafted to Raw. He had the money in the bank, went to Raw, became champion, and never went back. Another idea Triple H is thinking of doing is that he might bring back the big gold heavyweight title and discontinue the Universal title and have the heavyweight title for SmackDown. I heard about that, but for Raw, where it's like they unify the title and Roman's just the Universal WWE champion, or he's just the WWE champion now, and then Raw goes, well, we got the World Heavyweight Championship back on Raw because there's no champion on Raw, and Roman already said he's not going to Raw. I can see that. Because the heavyweight title for SmackDown is just, unless you're going to make Roman's title now instead of for the Universal WWE Championship, it's the World Heavyweight Championship. But I think if you bring that version, if a version of that comes back to Raw, that might be all right. But then who's going to be a champion? Like right now, who's in a position to be World Heavyweight Champion on Raw? We got Bobby Lashley, but he's the Universal Champion. You can't say Gargano because he's still new. For me, I think it would make more sense if Dominic goes to Santos because people forgot that Dominic's dad is big rivals with Santos' father and uncle in Mexico. See, if they bring that up and that was the storyline, I could get that. But how do you leave? How does he leave the Judgment Day? Unless it's all right. So let's paint a picture. See if you like this idea. This is just coming off the top of my head. Unless Santos pays Rhea Ripley to get into the head of Dominic, and she's like, "Yo, I made you a man, and now this is your people. Go with your people or some shit." Which I don't know how exactly that would work, but men do crazy shit for women, so you never know. And it seems like Rhea Ripley got him wrapped around her finger, and it would actually hurt Rey Mysterio a lot more. Yeah, if you bring that storyline in, where it's the Mysterios versus the Escobars, that makes a lot of sense. And that's something that they can finally acknowledge another wrestling organization, and we would have to see that rivalry play out. Like that has to start off strong. That can't be no bullshit. That has to start off strong. Or maybe Santos comes in and attacks Ray, and Dominic is like, yo, I gotta help my father because these are mortal enemies of the Mysterios, and I'm a Mysterio, and blah, 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 blah. And he leaves the Judgment Day to go help his father, but then he winds up leaving his father because his father still won't treat him like a man, and he's trying to protect him and all that shit. And he's like, you know something, Dad? Fuck it, man. I try to help you, and you still see me as this boy. Now I gotta end you. Maybe that could work. Nah, I don't think it would confuse the general audience if you told the story. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you told the story, you showed some proof, I don't think it would confuse them. But it's something like, it's got to be built up where Santos comes in and does something that's unforgivable right off the bat. Like, maybe jumps Ray, hurts him. You know what I'm saying? And then he's on some, your uncle and my father had beef, and I ain't forget about that shit, and I told you was gonna get your Cummins. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. And it's like, we use that for the foundation of why I attacked you, but we build up the structure in WWE. So it's almost like, if you don't know what happened, that's fine. We're gonna make it more relevant now, but with the foundation of the, what happened in Mexico. Talk about the casual fans, not the hardcore fans. WWE fans actually go back into the annals of pole wrestling and watch everything. Yeah, I mean, the hardcore fans would probably do that. If you put it on Peacock, the rivalry, they'll watch it. You make a documentary. But then again, see, something like that would have needed to be said in like a Rey Mysterio documentary. Like the biggest little guy, when they made that documentary of him. If they would have said that, like there was something that they could fall back on, that would be dope. Because like, I've seen it, and I don't remember it word for word, but I don't remember them talking about no great rivalry in Mexico. It was mostly about him, Eddie, and Jericho, like all them people coming up into ECW and the WCW phase, not really the Mexico phase. But like I said, man, anything is possible as long as you lay down that foundation, right? We had Damian Priest for a couple of weeks turn into Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde for no reason. They didn't even give a reason. Like, that ass was like, well, no, you doing it. And he just started doing it. No explanation, no question, no nothing. He just got mad, got DQ'd, and then became in the Judgment Day. Festus, when he first started, was a dude that was under hypnosis, and when the bell unleashed his monster, and then he showed up one day and said, oh, he was addicted to something, and I got him off of the crack. That was CM Punk with the Straight Edge Society. Sometimes it could just be as simple as, yo, I didn't forget what your uncle did to my father. Wow. That's it. And now we start from there. But that rivalry, to me, that rivalry has to be strong. If you're going to make it about the family lineage, that has to be personal. And maybe you could start that rivalry with Santos helping out Ray defeat the Judgment Day. And then, like, Dominic sees that the Judgment Day, isn't the people he wants to be with. And he goes, and he's like, yo, Pops, we're going to reunite. And everybody's like, yeah. And then Santos gives the thumbs down to Ray, and Dominic hits Ray. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe we could see that. It would actually help the casual fans understand the storyline a lot more if they do a documentary talking about the rivalry between Rey Mysterio and Santos' father and uncle and CML. Yeah, it would, especially like if they did. See if they interview Santos about that, on Raw. I mean, like on NXT or something. If they if they showed a video package of him talking about his family lineage, going back to CML, CMLL, and Triple R, like if they did that, then it's like, all right, yo, we're starting the foundation now. But I think that would have been dope. Like if they would have did it earlier. So it's like, oh shit, remember he got beef with his uncle. Yeah. That's why he's jumping him. Oh shit, we finally gonna get to see it. We finally gonna get it. Instead of for like, yo, 5 minutes before it happens, I don't like Rey Mysterio. And then he goes and jumps him. It's like, all right, this is a little rush. But like I said, man, the way you have to maintain it, I think will be more important than the way you started. But yo, this could be Ray's final hurrah. I'm not saying he's retiring, but he's not a young whippersnapper anymore, and I'm pretty sure he wants Dominic to succeed and shit. So it could be a good way to either get Dominic out of the Judgment Day or into another group, or maybe be find his way to stand up by himself as a man. Like, who's to say that Santos doesn't injure Ray, and then Dominic is going on AEW for life in the building? Like, let's say Santos fights Ray or jumps Ray and gets Ray hurt, and now Dominic needs to defend the Mysterio honor because it's been the rivalry started up again, and it's so deep that Dominic is like, nah, this shit is important. I gotta go fight this fucking guy. And this is where Dominic shows that he's ready to be a man and to be a Mysterio and have that moniker passed down to him from his father to son. And then maybe Dominic wears a mask. He doesn't wrestle in it, but he gets past the mask from Ray, and he's an official Mysterio. Remember, that's what happened with Rey Mysterio Jr., where he was Rey Mysterio Jr. from his uncle. And then when time came, he became Rey Mysterio. Because if you look back in WCW, he was Rey Mysterio Jr. For me, out of everybody in the guy, I feel like Elektra Lopez feels really out of place. She doesn't seem like she's actually Hispanic. She feels like she's Italian trying to be Hispanic. She probably just isn't from Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's probably an American Hispanic. Because, listen, I'm Puerto Rican. I don't know Spanish. So if I'm in a group of people speaking Spanish, I'm going to feel left out too. So I'm... you might say that shit about me also. So maybe she's not like... Maybe she's one of those that they're like, yo, you look like you could belong with them. We got a character for y'all. You all make a group. Yeah, go with him. You could be the whatever. And it's just, it could just, like, I don't want to say it's racist, but it's just like, yo, we got a theme going here. You fit into the theme. It could be that. You never know. I don't know her like that. Kenny from the call up would know her more than me. He needs to hit the weights. He does. Dominic does. I'm not even going to lie to you. It's not even body shaming. It's like, yo, bro, you need a little bit of something. You're not really showing too much of the, you really cared about this shit. No, the actual person that portrays Elektra Lopez is not Hispanic. I actually read her bio. Her family is Italian and Greek. Oh, okay. Oh, so they West Side Storied us, huh? West Side Story, because West Side Story was a bunch of Italians and Greek. All right, Elektra Lopez. Let's see. Let's say it. I mean, she got the body for Hispanic. I can see that. Yeah. I'm trying to see if, yeah, I could definitely see her seeming out of place. Maybe she doesn't come up. I just wanted to see her and Rhea Ripley go at it. Lopez is from Miami. I think they use her for the look. Could be. The tan and shit. It's the chicken. Helps the body grow. He needs some pork in his diet. That's the problem with Dominic. He ain't eating no penny. That's what it is. Welcome back, normal guy. We miss you, man. We was wondering where you was at all day. Somebody went to go. Anthony went and go looking for you. But yeah, he does. He does need to sharpen up his look. You know, I'm not saying that he needs to look like Braun Strowman, but you know, even Montez Ford went from being this skinny little dude to, you know, being brolic. Yeah, AEW for life was looking for you. You missed the chicken, man. You missed the chicken. He was giving out chicken, and you missed it, man. He had a nice big breast for you, and you missed it. Yo, so AEW for life. What do you feel about Moxley and Bryan Danielson being in the main event at Arthur Ashe Stadium for the AEW title? All right, let's see. Did you see that apparently there's a big possibility that WWE may be looking to sign Jacob Fatu? Is that Kishi's youngest son? Oh, this is the dude from MLW. He's trained by Rikishi. Is he Rikishi? Jacob Fatu was trained by his uncle Rikishi and debuted in 2012 in a. Okay, so his uncle's Rikishi. So who's his father? Rosie? Danielson needs to win the gold in a year, right? Jacob Fatu was trained by his uncle's father. Sam Fatu was competed in the World Wrestling Federation as the Tonga Kid. Oh, okay. Tama and the Tonga Kid. Umaga was his uncle, and the Usos are his cousins. Wait, wasn't the Tonga Kid Haku? Oh, my thing. Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, that was Kishi's partner, wasn't it? He was a head shrinker with Kish. Okay. Now I'm getting all right. Damn, how big is the fucking family, son? No, Jacob is the Tonga Kid's Sam Fatu's son. I just looked it up. So you remember when they made the new head shrinkers with Rikishi and the other dude that looked like Rikishi? The other dude that looked like Rikishi is Jacob Fatu's father. Yeah. Yo, this crazy. My man looks like fucking Kish when he was younger. This is him right here, Sam Fatu. This is his father. Wow. That's crazy. Yo, this family's huge, bro. This family's huge. Haku. Yeah, remember Haku? They have more Samoans in the Indies also. Yeah, no, I know they had the dynasty, right? The Samoan dynasty. Jacob Fatu was in talks to come over to the WWE a year ago, but somebody fucked that up. It cost MLW a TV deal. The whole talks was thrown away. Hold on, wait, what? So somebody cost MLW a TV deal, or did them talking to did Jacob Fatu talking to WWE cost MLW a TV deal, or someone else cost MLW a TV deal, and every party was like, "Yo, fuck this, we out." Because you're not for nothing to keep the bloodline going, to make the bloodline like a new NWO where it's the whole fucking the dynasty. Dude, that would be crazy. The Samoan dynasty is the most dominant wrestling family in the wrestling. Yo, dude, this is definitely the biggest. It's definitely the biggest. All right, hold on. AEW, I know you said this before. Danielson needs to win gold. It's been a year already, right? Yeah. It's been about a year. Yes, because Arthur Ashe Stadium, him versus Omega was his first match. I think that was his first match in AEW. So, yeah, it would be a year next week. Wow. A year anniversary. MLW and WWE was in talks on working together the same way Evolve Wrestling was a couple years back. Okay. So it was going to be like one of those other shows that they also run. Almost like a farming shit. Well, they'll take from MLW, put them in NXT. Okay. Kind of like Ohio Valley Wrestling, even though Ohio Valley Wrestling was kind of like their NXT before NXT, but yeah. And then someone fucked up the TV deal that MLW had. That's crazy. Danielson is another perfect example of AEW screwing the pooch in terms of booking a former WWE wrestler. You know, I was saying, I think maybe AEW right now is going for a safe bet for the AEW champion because of what happened in the locker room with CM Punk and the Young Bucks and Omega, where let's say Danielson wins this or Moxley wins the title. Now you have someone that's a leader as your champion. And that would be able, he'll be able to set the tone where it comes to like professionalism and all that other stuff. I think that's what it is. I think they're trying to paint the picture that we don't have loose cannons and people just don't do whatever the fuck they want. We got a respectable guy holding the title for now to reset the locker room, and shit like that. Because like I said, man, I would have loved to see Darby Allin win the fucking title. That's just me. I would have loved to see him win the fucking title. Then out of nowhere, somebody sent an email to the company MLW was talking with and said, don't fuck with them. And not so many words. So someone sent an email to the company that MLW was talking to to get the TV deal and said, do not fuck with MLW. And that TV company said, all right. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm talking specifically his whole run in AEW. I'm not just talking about his title run and suppose the title one that Tony is supposed to give him today. Yeah, he didn't. I think Danielson was more of, I just want to be able to compete. I'm not here to be champion. I'm not here for these crazy ass fucking over the top storylines where like I'm in a dog cage. I think Danielson just wanted to be able to wrestle. Because I know WWE put him on like limited duty because of his head and his neck or some shit like that. And he left and he was like, yo, I want to wrestle. And I think that's what it was. I think that deal was just, I want to wrestle. Let me wrestle who I want to wrestle and I'll be fine. I'm not trying to do any other shit. Like they used him to put over Hangman Page. Didn't work. Hangman's fault. And now they're probably just going to use him to bring back the AEW title. Because, I mean, if you're going to do it, do it now. Don't give it to Moxley and then give it to Bryan Danielson later. Do it now. Let's see what you said. Tony Khan reaction during the media scrum when Punk went off on that rant. It looked like he was deer in the headlights and feared that he was losing the company even more. Why they didn't let Normal Guy win the title? You know why? Because Normal Guy was so different and cool that he was afraid. He was afraid that if a Normal Guy won the title, it might just change everything. Yeah, MLW took WWE to court. Oh, so someone from WWE emailed MLW and emailed that the TV company and said, "Don't fuck with MLW." Wow, I can see that happening. I can see Vince doing that. No, if we give them a TV deal, then we can't buy them or we can't work with them as a farming company. They're gonna get too big, and then we're gonna have to pay their wrestlers top dollar. And, we want to give them $30,000 a year, and we'll give them 2 days off, and both those days they gotta work. Hold up for a second. My AC kept turning on and off. Shit was annoying. A lot of channels say that Tony Khan kind of looks like he's high on that Peruvian marching powder or that good kush. So, yo, listen, I don't know what's up with him, but he does look like he's on some shit. But that could just be something like that could be just like a personal problem for him. Either he could just be like a naturally awkward person that just doesn't like something he was born with, or maybe just a little bit too much powder in the cake. You know what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm saying? He plays Scarface too many times. He watched Scarface too many times. They be doing them wrestlers dirty. Yeah. Well, let's see now with Triple H. I don't think. Listen, Triple H learned under Vince. I don't think he's gonna be that different when it comes to having to do business. He knows it's just business. At the end of the day, they're a publicly traded company. They have to make a profit. You got to do business the way you can do business. You know what I'm saying? So if the vibe didn't change as much as I thought it would have changed already, it's not going to change that much in the future. It's going to be enough for us to see it and for us to be satisfied with, but it might not be that super duper change that everybody was excited for. But by the time people notice, it'll be like, oh well, we're already at where we're at. Fuck it, let's just fucking stay. It's better than it was before, so let's just keep going what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? How much talent has to leave AEW in your honest opinion because of toxic working environment in order for Tony's father to pull the funding away from him for AEW? I don't think it's the amount of talent that leaves. I think Tony's father steps in when their profit margins go down. Because when it comes to billionaires making money, Show fell asleep in the backseat. Oh, wow. Hold on. Oh, man. I'm over here talking to Show like...
Sanchez, we ready? Are we ready?
Are we ready, Show? I guess not. Damn, my man Show fell asleep, but you know something, more power to him, man. He's been working hard. He came into the office where I was half asleep this earlier today. So, yeah, I guess, yeah, listen, Show.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
But damn, my man fell asleep. What was it? Was it the sound of my voice? Is that what it was? It was the sound of my voice, the smooth soul sounds of Jimmy Early. But yeah, I think Tony Khan's father or someone steps in when the profit margins start to drop and they start hemorrhaging money because he wants to keep the shit alive, and that's when they go, nah. Who wants to buy this shit? Because I'm not feeding my money into this shit. Where's the old man? Shit. Man, let him be. It'll be all right. Gigi's supposed to be coming on soon anyway, so it should be all right. Kenny was supposed to be on early, but he must have went to work. Kenny was talking all that job before, and then Fucking seamless. Why you gonna text me? He's talking all that job before, and look what happened. Had some Tyson chicken nuggets. How was that? It's been a minute since I had Tyson any kind of chicken. I don't think they sell Tyson chicken over here no more. Now it's that the shit with the green package, the natural shit. That's the one I see. I don't see the Tyson shit. He needs some milk. He does need some milk. Yo, Kenny, what's up, man? You at work, Kenny? You at work or you looking for somebody? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Kenny's on some, I'm ready to shoot this bitch. Oh, wait. Nah, he gonna do this shit. Shit, man. But yeah, I don't really see AEW as toxic right now. I think what the situation was toxic with the Young Bucks and Omega and CM Punk. I don't know. I don't know what the beef was really about. If they're mad that he was taking their spots, like that's all like speculation. Because like I don't really see either party having to be threatened by the other when it comes to Omega and the Young Bucks and all that. Because like, yeah, CM Punk is a big name in WWE, but in the wrestling community, come on, we can't knock the Young Bucks or Omega for who they are. So I wouldn't, like, me personally, I can't speak for them, but me personally, if I was Young Bucks or Omega, I wouldn't be threatened by a CM Punk. Not at all. Yo, Totax, do you have a lot of Filipinos around you? Have you ever had chicken adobo or pork adobo? I mean, shit, I had adobo on chicken and on pork, bro. I mean, I'm Puerto Rican from the Bronx. You know, we put the adobo and the sazon and all that other shit on. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Kenny, you need a to-go bag. As my man Kenny, the Call Up Podcast goes to Boston, Florida, Texas, New York, Las Vegas, Antarctica, the Philippines. He went to Dubai 4 times, and this is all in 1 week. And you still packing, Kenny? You don't have bags already filled with clothes? Awesome. This is my Dubai bag. This is my Boston bag. This is my Arizona bag. This is my Mississippi bag. This is the Florida bag. You don't just have bags laying around like, all right, yo, let's go. With as much as you travel, you don't have bags already ready to go? What's going on with you, bro? You sound like me in the morning where I'm looking at my clothes and I'm like, yo, fuck am I going to wear? What shirt am I going to wear today? And like 20 minutes later, it's like, fuck, I'm late. Just grab one and boom. Now, next thing you know, you're wearing mismatched socks and shit. It's all fucked up. This is what happens when you have wrestlers who don't have experience in the business setting, working in executive position. I don't know if it's their executive positions that made that shit happen. I think it's just their egos. You know what I'm saying? Like I said last week, they do need to go to training. Like if you're going to be executive vice president, if you're going to be someone that has control over a business, you do need to go to training for de-escalation and for, you know, how to do your position, how to do your job. Because people are going to look to you for, to set an example of the workplace. If you're going to sit there and be irresponsible with your duties and all that, then everybody else is going to be all fucked up. What's going on, Gigi? Gigi's in the building.
Hi.
I hear you.
Yay.
The excitement is just captivating. So we got an update from Elena Mr. Show. That Show fell asleep in the back of the car on the way home. That's why he's not on the show anymore.
What? How?
Yeah.
How?
We was talking.
What?
We was talking, and I just said, bah. He fell asleep.
There's still not enough Jason in here. Excuse me. It's just
Word.
that's the type of thing. Oh my god. Oh my god. And it's crazy. Fucking
The hell were you doing? You was training for a mixed martial arts fight?
worst.
Oh shit. Yeah. That motherfucker.
Oh man. Oh, okay, so really quickly outside of wrestling world that we're about to get into. My folks are currently trying to sell their house in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And they're literally everything is in boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes. Now this house was purchased when I was 18. So it's been a solid 20 years. I'm 38 right now. And it's just 20 years of shit that's been there. So all of my shit from back in the day, you saw me bringing back posters, calendars from the Attitude Era and everything like that. Well, they weren't done because they gave me literally everything that I ever possessed in that fucking house.
Damn.
And on top of that, they found a box of carpets that they're like, oh, in your little podcast room because make it look nicer. And I'm like, all right, that shit was a bitch, and I have to fucking get up the stairs. Like literally. So this is the box, right? This is the box. What's in the box, right? Go up the stairs. I'm literally dragging it up the stairs, going like this because I cannot physically pick it up. It is.
Yeah, those tiles ain't fucking
Not
light.
not to mention, a dresser that was somewhere in the basement. That is it was a renovated basement and everything like that. So it's not like those basements. Oh, I don't want to touch that shit. Look dirty. No, brand new cabinet and everything, like a dresser drawer. So I had to bring that upstairs, and I had to basically set that up for daughter's room. And then my daughter wants the LED lights all over her room. So now I'm also in the process of doing that. And they give me a shit ton of fucking clothes and towels that they're not going to use anymore. Oh, you can use this for you. Here's a robe for your daughter. Here's this. Here's that. I'm done. I am officially done. However, I will say I collected a lot of fucking shit that I completely forgot. Prior to wrestling figurines, I collected. I've always been collecting. And one thing I am a collector of is, don't fucking laugh at me, but I'm laughing myself. Are troll dolls. Before when they reanimated this shit, okay, to what it is now. All right, I collect the original troll dolls, and I tell you, I have a diamond bag, and I have not even brought over full of fucking trolls. And my daughter robbed me off of one of my trolls because it's on a skateboard. It's one of those toys where you just kind of wind it back and then watch that fly.
Yeah.
So she robbed me off. I'm looking at a picture from when I graduated in this fucking from grade school of me, my friend Cole at the time, and T. Because I remember going to the half pictures of me in the little wrestling out, and they had a wrestling event on my mom's block. There's a lot that I'm doing right now.
Yeah, I see that.
And
busy day. It's a busy fucking day today.
I don't know how to get shit done. I swear to you. I don't know if I was in that energy. And Joe fell asleep in this car. Damn it, Joe. At least he didn't fall asleep at the wheel, so you know what? It's okay. As long as he's in the parking lot, he won't
No, his wife is driving, so
oh,
yeah.
He's fine. He's fine.
Yeah.
He's fine. God, there's so much shit that happened. You know what it is? There was a lot of shit of wrestling that happened the week prior. When I got to the end of the week, I was like, oh my God, we're here.
Yeah.
Made it.
Yeah.
And now the week starts.
NXT goes to black and gold.
No, not black and gold, white and gold. See,
White and gold.
Confused. You see, you need to look at the gold. We went from NXT 2.0 and it turned gold, but the inside wasn't black. It was white. It's not going back. So it's white and gold, not black and gold. So if you look at it,
yeah,
changes to white and gold. So we're getting and we're dropping no shit. Thank God, because 2.0 don't fucking work. Just the name itself, NXT 2.0. See, that's beautiful. It's white gold. It's not going to the black and gold color scheme. Black has the initial background to it, but NXT is white and gold. You know, but let's see what happens. We do have a new champion. That's it. We the ones. Yeah. Solo Sikoa is the new WWE North American champion. So Sami Zayn don't step up. Guess what? He ain't part of the bloodline anymore.
Yeah,
and
true.
I was definitely watching the podcast, aware to everything. Somebody said something about Sammy Guevara.
Yes.
And I heard she's gonna be here with the news. I'm here. This is the thing. That a lot of people are speculating that Sammy Guevara basically is trying to dip on AEW, right? That's what people are getting from. Mainly because he went ahead and he tweeted out and he put it on IG, kind of an encryptive message, because he didn't want to go, or excuse me, he didn't win his spot for the bout with John Moxley on the Dynamite. So it's okay. Everybody loses, everybody wins. You know, it is what it is. I love it. So this is basically what he wrote. All right. I hope you live a life you're proud of. And if you're not, I hope you have the courage to start over again. We came up short last night. It is what it is. Thank you to everyone who has helped me get to this point. It's been one hell of a ride. Where we go with faith. Thank you all. And along with this, he posted up pictures of him, and it's all black and white pictures. Okay, so shaking hands with the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, and then the picture is with him and Jericho, Santana, Ortiz, and basically the inner circle. Right. Yeah. The following picture is when Sammy Guevara won the TNT title, and everybody, Dark Order and all the boys in the back came out to play him. And the last picture is basically Sammy started out with the panda head.
Yeah.
You know? So all of these pictures are in black and white. It kind of tells you his the story that he's had thus far AEW. Now, what's from here, we don't know. Where can Guevara go from here? Who has the TNT title now?
Wardlow.
With it.
Jack shit. Yeah, Jack shit right now. He's fighting jobbers. And was it Kirk Skurlin's people? That lawyer dude? He's fighting his people. Yeah.
And it's not for nothing. This goes back to how do we book our people? Tony Khan is losing sight on how he books his talent. The only people that he honestly books are the people that used to work for WWE. You know, or I don't feel like he doesn't really put in that work of this is storyline for this reason. No, he just focuses on the people who formerly worked for a different company, and it's cool and all, but again, we spoke about this first.
Yeah.
And how, you need to focus on the talent that used to be there. Or the jump. Sammy Guevara is one of those ones has been for the jump, and at the same time, they gave him everything. But when you give somebody everything, it's just what is left to give. And you gave him everything already.
Yeah. That's true, yeah. Out of the 4 pillars, he's the most successful one when it came to championships and main events and shit that he did.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure he's probably if he's stepping away, he's probably just trying to figure out a way to be his own person and not Jericho's fucking guy. Yeah, because like every time he steps away to do his own thing, he always goes right back to being Jericho's guy. So like he got to get under that moniker, but they're doing that with Garcia. So it's like Garcia and Sammy can't be feuding with Jericho right now.
Because Garcia, I have to here. Garcia is the new Sammy Guevara. I know it's not a popular opinion because they're like, yo, they just two fight different lineages. I'm not talking about fighting. I am talking about the placement of a person in general.
Yeah.
For a long time, Sammy Guevara was always on the forefront, especially with Jericho, right?
Yeah. Yep.
In the circle. What happened? Guevara left the inner circle because she wasn't working, and they made a storyline about that. Right? Now, long the inner circle and they separated their own way. Boom. What's the next thing? Sammy Guevara was doing fine by himself, but then we went ahead and put him back with Jericho with the JS, right? We went right back to it. But this time in the JS, they also had the Garcia, and they can go neck to neck, toe to toe with each other. But you want to put two with that's underneath the same friction. And I honestly think Sammy needs to turn on Cole because Jericho's putting too much attention on Daniel Garcia, where Sammy Guevara can be like, you're focusing so more on him, and I've been with day one. The hell with him. He wants to go with Danielson. Let him go. He wants to be with them. Let him. I've always been here. I left and I came back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I thought you was making tea for a second.
It has changed. It's my tea.
No, I hear you. I hear you.
Which, by the way, I just want to just that I had this with a company, and these assholes sent me a nice Yeti mug. Okay, one, but two, they sent me coffee, but it's coffee beans.
Oh my god! So you gotta grind them up yourself.
I had to buy a to work, and it was by the most annoying. I don't. I ain't gonna for that, but I was like, you should get. But I had to buy it. Now it's an extra fucking that I'm gonna buy coffee beans. The shit is
right.
ready for me. I'm not here for that.
Word. You got enough problems with
I'm about
Steve.
to do at work. You know what I'm about to do? I'm about to that ass like grind those coffee beans back in the bag, clean out the machine, and return it back to Amazon and get my $20.
Fuck it. I mean, shit. Fuck it.
AEW next week, and I'm not spending money. Okay,
Yo,
and I'm
word.
going to Comic-Con next month. So fuck these niggas.
Yeah. Word. Fuck that coffee bean shit.
The only bean I like is vanilla bean. God damn it.
That's right. You could use that $20 to buy a Sesame Daddy shirt.
Word. Fucking me up in the game.
Word.
Right.
Word. Yo, just so you know, your signal is bad. We can hear every word you're saying. It's just like your video's choppy. I thought it would clear up by now, but yeah, it's been like that since you started. But because we could hear what you're saying, I just let it happen. But I thought it would clear up. Usually it clears up. I don't know what's going on. Fucking Steve has been fucking with you all day.
Yo, you know what? And on my end, it doesn't even show that. It says that my connection is strong. I see myself. You know what? I'm just gonna refresh.
Yeah, I was gonna send her a picture of. All right, there you go. Now your connection's yellow on my page, but it's
what
a little better.
Mean?
I don't know.
What does that mean? I'm yellow.
Wait, now it says connection 1 out of 10. Yeah, I don't. Yo, listen.
So they're fucking with you because normally when my connection's fucked up, I see it happening. And I'm like, oh, it's fucking up. I have nothing on my end. All right, it's okay. It's actually an additional stream. Or I just got.
It could be. I don't know. I just turned off all my other windows, so
that's weird. I'm still here. I'm just, rolling.
No, I hear you. We could hear everything you're saying, so.
Oh no, I know, because I have my mic on.
Yeah, no. I'm saying like with the connection being bad, we can still hear you. Show he's I call him C3P Show because he sounds like a robot and shit.
Yeah, no, that man's connection was in and out like crazy. It was like my guy.
Yeah.
My guy.
It looked like he woke up and came back on, but then he got off, so I don't know.
I saw that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, our guys are still fucking suspended. Everybody's still suspended. CM Punk is injured. I'm pretty sure that CM Punk probably told Tony Khan that he will sue him if he fires him because he's injured and he got injured during a match and that he should take care of his injury people type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Punk did that shit to Tony Khan, and Tony Khan in his dopeheadness, just decided to be like, okay, I won't fire you now. But it has been rumored that the Young Bucks has definitely been trying to get in contact with the WWE, so that way when their contract is up, they'll go to WWE. Now, this is wild. You can't have elite wrestling without the elite.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
And Matt had to like, yes, you can. No, you cannot. They were the reasons why we have all elite wrestling. They are the elite. That has been their names for God knows how long. You can't have all elite wrestling and not have the elite.
Yeah, especially when the elite is in
the
WWE
Raw
now.
For possibly going down in the heat. You can't have that. You can't have, if the elite were to ever work for WWE in the future and to leave AEW, AEW will no longer exist. It will exist for a few months, but that's about it. It would instantly demise because your main stars that are the elites are no longer there. So it's just a good old-fashioned wrestling show. And then the trademark name, the elite, I believe possibly can go are the trademark names for that staple.
Yeah.
So pretty sure that the Young Bucks already has their shit in order. And you know, the honeymoon is over, you guys.
Yeah.
That's it.
And before Lay starts
The
saying that I'm
honeymoon is officially over.
Before Lay starts saying we're AEW haters, the wrestling is still good, Lay. The show is still good. Just the honeymoon of these guys being executive vice presidents and running shit. That's over. Now the work has to be put in now.
I will still choose AEW over WWE when it comes to wrestling.
Yeah.
When it comes to story, I have to go with WWE.
This is true.
They tell the stories. And the story could be shit, but it could still be a story than what AEW has done.
Yeah, because the whole Pac and Orange Cassidy shit, like that came. That's the reason for that match is because Orange Cassidy punched him in the back. Like, there's no story to that. It's all implied.
No, I mean, he was basically coming out saying Orange Cassidy was like, you know, he wants a title shot. I wasn't gonna give it to him because he's like, you know. So there's some type of story there per se, but the way they are, the way they're actually doing it and whatnot, it's kind of, we spoke about this. It's been rushed.
Yeah.
A lot of the storylines have been rushed and not given time to build.
Yeah.
And that's the fucking problem. Because he's quick to build all the stars, but once they don't make it, guess what? And they all start winning matches there. You can't win the big one at Dynamite or Rampage. Come on now. Not better than that. Here we go. Not better? Yes, that looks great.
Word. How do you feel about how you feel about Bryan Danielson and Moxley being the two that are fighting for the AEW title?
I'm going to move the fuck out of that match when it happens. And honestly, I don't believe Moxley win. I believe that the winner is going to be Bryan Danielson. That is my prediction. With we've had Moxley as our champion so many times. For him passing that torch to Bryan Danielson, it's not a bad look. I think that this company needs some type of stability, and Danielson is that guy to give them that stability. I think that we're gonna have a fighting champion. Danielson is one of those story if he really wanted to. And he's amazing playing face and heel. At the end of the day, as fans, we're not losing out. We really are losing out. Because if Punk didn't get injured, who would Punk face in Queens? Like who?
Yeah.
You know?
Because it wouldn't have been Moxie, because Moxie would have been on vacation.
Uh-huh. Exactly. Now, it could have been Danielson, you know, having that other epic match, because think about it. Last he had that epic match with Kenny Omega, and Kenny Omega was champion then, no?
Yeah.
So, it's just only fitting for Danielson to have another championship match in Queens, and then this time actually win it.
Now, do we have a moment where Danielson wins the championship and MJF comes in and takes it from him?
No. I do believe he comes in and says a few words, but he ain't gonna cash in Queens. I don't see that happen. It's too soon. Too soon. They would want Danielson to be champ a while. They don't create storylines, but what they do is they make their champions remain champions for quite some time. They don't do that flippy floppy shit the way that WWE does.
Yeah. Do you think we're gonna get another Tony Khan, the Acclaimed rap battle?
I think if you don't do, I don't think a rap battle, but I do believe that Max Caster is definitely going to be rhyming when he gets to Queens. You're not going to rob me off of his rhyme, okay, in Queens. Y'all not rob me from that. You can't do that to New Yorkers, all right?
Word.
We will not tread lightly if y'all could skip out on my motherfucking shit.
Yo, this is where this shit was made. Hip hop was made here. We need them bars.
Mm-hmm.
We need them bars.
Yeah.
Listen.
Excuse me. The Acclaim wins.
I'm hoping the Acclaim wins also.
I'm ready for the Acclaim to finally be tag team champions. It's long overdue. But listen, Swerve in Our Glory was good, but I am ready to see Wardlow versus Keith Lee.
Yeah. Shit, that's a fucking match right there. I know somebody, was it us talking about it last week where it was like Hobbs versus Wardlow?
Yes. That's another one. Or Hobbs versus Keith Lee too. We already got a taste of that.
Yep.
Woo! And we feel like, and both of them, I was like, yes, this is a match that we want. We don't even know it, but we want to see it now. Book it.
Word.
Book it. It's worth it. Hobbs, Keith Lee fighting for a chance to fight with Wardlow. Even make it a triple threat if you want to. Why not?
Hell yeah. In the words of Lay, have 3 horses in the ring and just let them go at it. That's it. let them go at it.
We're truly pissed. Hurry your ass back up to the podcast.
You think we're gonna get Ricky Starks next week? He showed up yesterday.
I believe it. You know, if I believe that, man, it's gonna be a long show.
Yeah.
I'm already mentally prepared. I might possibly bring a little small pillow for my back.
Word.
It's gonna be a long one, folks, because you got Dark, Dynamite, and you know they're gonna fucking do Rampage right afterwards.
Yeah. Now they're probably gonna do a 2-hour Rampage also for the because Grand Slam goes into Rampage also. So remember last year we did a 2-hour Rampage. We was there for almost 6 hours.
We were there for 6 hours. The show started at 7?
Yep.
7 for Dark, 8 for
Dynamite.
8, 9, 10 for Dynamite, and then 2-hour Rampage. That was a 6-hour show, and then we felt it.
Yep. And
it was good because we were so high.
Move.
And the Food Line still that fucking niggas from last year still there like, is the sausage done?
Word. The Williams sisters already retired, and people still online like, damn, I'm missing everything.
Facts. Yo, oh my God, there's just a lot. It's just, we're gonna have to bring food.
Yeah, I know. Kenny said that he wanted to go there early, like get a good parking spot, and then just like chill, like probably like tailgate, bring some snacks and shit. Before we go in.
What time is early, Kenny? Like, you trying to be there by like 1 p.m. or some shit like that? Like, we got shit to do in the afternoon before we go.
You're gonna be there at 9 o'clock in the morning. He gonna think it's a Sasha Banks signing or some shit.
Oh man, that's wild.
Yeah, and then we got Pro coming this next week too, so that's gonna be some shit.
That's gonna be fun. Oh, the women's championship. It's actually a fatal 4-way.
Yes.
Finally, we have it's a singles match, but it's not a singles match, but it's not a tag team match. I'll take it.
Yep. Yeah. Is it Hater or Deebs in there?
So we got Deebs.
Okay.
You got Tony Storm, you got Deebs, you got Britt Baker, and you got
Athena.
Athena. I think it's Athena, if I'm not mistaken.
Yo, they transitioned Athena from the TBS Championship to the World Title real quick.
To be fair, that's because of Chris Statlander.
Yeah.
Chris Statlander's injured. If Chris Statlander was injured, she would be in this match, not Athena.
Yeah,
and in all honesty, I truly believe that even though you already had your title match with Jade, let that continue to build.
Yeah, because that match was.
I already beat you. I don't give a damn if you beat me. I'm still coming for you until I take that title off of you, bitch. And then build that feud.
Yeah.
Build it. Let that shit sink in. Let them come and attack each other for months. 2-3 months tops.
Yeah.
Don't overdo it. But something. Like, let it be known that these two don't fucking mesh well. We know that Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker don't mesh well. And they have phenomenal matches in the ring. But that can't be the only one. And it also can't, she doesn't like me now for whatever reason because I don't work well, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least Athena's always is going to be a professional about it.
Yeah.
And she loves growing the women's division. It's always about growing the women's division. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Not really so much, not to say it's not so much for the title. It's always going to be for a title. Absolutely. But to grow the women's division from the bottom up. And they've been missing the key. They've been missing their mark a lot lately with their women's division. And WWE has been doing a better job at it.
Yeah.
Not the best, but better.
Well, somebody asked me earlier, I think it was Chris or somebody, he was like, why is the women's division so bad in AEW? And I was saying it's not bad, but it's the women in the WWE are groomed to wrestle on TV, and it's totally different than wrestling in front of a small crowd in the independent circuit. You know what I'm saying? Like there's spots they have to hit, because of the cameras and all this other shit, and you can see some of them are not as
performance center.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like they're learning on the fly, and they're not getting that many reps. These women, like Jade is 35-0 in like 3 years, where she should be close to 65-0. You know what I'm saying? Compared to everybody else that's been wrestling, she doesn't wrestle. She doesn't wrestle often. She's on TV often, but she doesn't wrestle often. So it's she's not getting as many reps as she should be, which she is getting better. I do see a progression in her work, especially with Athena. Even though that match was fast, it was maybe it's a credit to Athena, but that match did look a lot better than most of the matches she had.
It is all about the chemistry that you're working with the person in the ring, and I think Athena and Jade, like behind curtain, are on a level like, hey, I will walk you through this. What do you want to know? Like, Athena's there to be like, I want to help you. Well, let's put on a really good match. What do you want to do? Okay. That the match that they had with what's this white girl's name from Impact? Was she in Impact?
Oh, Madison Rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in Impact. Oh yeah, that was. It looked like she was the rookie. To be honest with you, it looked like Madison Rain was the rookie.
Like both of them were.
Yeah.
Because you do have, not to say Jade's a rookie, but compared to Madison, right? That we started learning about her history over those who knew that she has a lot more years of background than Jade.
Yeah, she was with the beautiful people.
But to not be able to kind of be able to like have this one-on-one. See how I'm getting it. It says, oops, seems like one of your streams is having connected issues. You let me know if I start glitching. Right? Okay. The last thing I need to have is like that. And no one's in this pocket. Yeah. I'm not here. I don't have these amazing freeze frames. I love you. Shout out to Tia, the pretty collector. Y'all.
Word.
Oh man, if you haven't seen that episode, please do it. She feels so bad. We're gonna get her back on one of these days. But man, these phases were great. Like they were immaculate. Oh man, it's just amazing. Going back, there was no chemistry between them two, and with you can. This is how I see it. I think anyone can try to call moves, right? You have the main leader, the main dancer, whatever. They can call the shots. But the one that you're working with doesn't really know your style. Like how you finesse this type of move. How many clotheslines we've seen? And there's always one person that when they do a clothesline, you're like, holy fucking hell.
Yeah.
You see that clothesline happen a million times. How do you finesse that? How does the other person finesse it? It's like one delivers, one has to sell. There was no selling on either end. I think Madison Ray did try to sell as much as she can, and she could. But they was without chemistry, it's just gonna look mad botchy.
Yeah. And it did. It looked like they were doing it by the numbers, and they were like, all right, let's do this slow so you don't hurt nobody, and then let's do this and this. It's like, yeah, but you're on TV, honey. This is the world watching you. You can't do this shit slow. You can't wrestle this shit like you in the performance center. This isn't practice. This is live. You know, like thinking you can't be Psycho Sid out here. This is live, baby. There's no fuck ups. You know, you can't get this one back. You know what I'm saying?
Most importantly, don't be the shock master.
Word. Word. Do not be the shock master.
Do not start running in the middle of the ring, stop, and then just fall on your face.
For real. Yo, speaking of that, somebody was dressed as Tugboat.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah, I think it was on Raw. Somebody was dressed as Tugboat and looked exactly like him. The only problem was I thought it was a girl. But it was a guy in a fat suit. Like, cause his shit was ridiculous. Like his fucking chesticles was ridiculous.
I am going to find this. I need to find this. If you have it, please send it to me because I did not. Did I watch? No, I didn't watch Raw. I was stuck at work, and I think the only match I saw, the only thing I saw was when Ray was talking to Dominic, and Dominic was just like,
yeah,
Mijo, you can't do this. Edge. Wait, sorry. Edge. And Dominic was like,
shit, that's how you know that's not a real Mexican family, because Ray would have fucked him up. You ain't listen to me? Bow. You know, we don't play that shit.
Mijo, let me bring you down to my level. Kick him in the back. Kick him in his shins. Kick him in his kneecaps. Be like, yeah,
you hear me now?
You hear me now?
You was playing all that shit like you couldn't hear me, Holmes. Ring. You hear me now? But yeah, he's right in the front row, like right where the announcers sit, like on the hard camera side, where you can see him on the hard camera. He was right on that corner. Yo, you can't miss him.
WWE
Huge dude. But man, just like Tugboat. I thought it was a girl dressed as Tugboat because it was like, yo, this person has titties, and then you look, it's like, no, that's a dude. You gotta be wearing the fucking.
I'm trying to find this, and I don't want to have to go through the whole video thing and everything like that. But oh wait, no, that says April 5th. Nope. Damn you! Now you're really gonna make me go into my USA Network app, and now I have to look for this shit because it's just the volume now. That. I
got you.
Please, because I'm not trying to go search through this shit.
You see him? Right in the corner.
Wow.
Hold on, he goes to the outside. So look at that.
Yo, my guy. Wow.
My man killed it with that shit. Yo, as soon as Seth Rollins went over that, I was like, yo, that's Tugboat. My man killed it with that shit.
Oh, fuck. All right. So what else happened on... Like, I saw the main event. I saw the last match.
Yeah.
And it was disappointing.
Yeah. Did you see that they injured Edge?
Mm-hmm.
They said that he torn his MCL in his knee, so he's gonna be out for a while.
Okay.
Now, yeah. Also, Bobby Lashley challenged Seth Rollins.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, it was right before the main event where Bobby Lashley went up to Seth Rollins and he was speaking, and Rollins like, yo, you MMA fighters need to stop with this shit. Like, yo, why do you always want to fight? And Bobby Lashley's like, a word? Well, why don't we fight then? And Rollins like, you didn't just hear? He's like, nah, let's fucking fight. So Bobby Lashley challenged Seth Rollins, and the Judgment Day jumped Matt Riddle in the beginning of the show when Matt Riddle was trying to fight Rollins. And then they had Finn Balor versus Matt Riddle, and Rollins interfered in that match. So I don't know what the fuck they're doing right now with that. But I think they're trying to get Matt Riddle off of Rollins, so Rollins could be with Bobby Lashley.
It's not bad. I wouldn't mind it. It's a fresh change, so that's the good.
Yeah. One of the what's going on, Pro? He said, "What's up, Gigi?" One of the viewers here, Chris, he was saying that he thinks it would be awesome if Santos came up and took Dominic from Judgment Day, because Santos Escobar's father had beef with Rey Mysterio's uncle in AAA.
Ooh.
And that could start the whole family war again.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, how do you take Dominic away from Judgment Day? So I'm speculating. I'm like, yo, what if Santos comes in and Dominic's like, hold on, wait, no, this is family beef, and he goes with Rey, and when he goes to fight Santos, he jumps Rey, and now he's with Santos.
And if Rio decides to get in the middle of it, you bring the madrina in, and she's just like, "Stop, how you doing?
Yeah,
what you doing?" Like that's it. And you finally,
you finally be able to get Rhea to wrestle.
Able to free Dominic from getting pegged from Rhea Ripley every Monday night on Raw, baby, because we do it Raw.
That's right.
She's pegging that nigga.
But
he calls her Buffy here.
But we don't want an incident where Santos is looking at Dominic like, yo, you ever got your shit pushed in, Holmes? We don't need none of that shit neither, though. You know what I'm saying?
Diablo.
Yo, they don't want no 187 homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Dominic's training, they might have to be some reckless shit. But that make if this is gonna be Ray's last ride, that will be one hell of a last ride. Relive up the rivalry with Escobar and the Mysterios. Let the fans get the culture.
Escobar is no longer with NXT. Yep. We had that last match with the Don, and he was set to leave. This is his last match. It's like, boom, he got his call up. So it's just going to be him. And then we see the following week, like, oh, you thought I'll leave you guys here? Now we riding together.
Word.
So that whole crew is going to be running up together. Question is, though, they start with the Judgment Day? I can see that. It would be a smart move to run with them. But then you also have, all right, you also have Hit Row.
Yeah, they had beef with Hit Row too.
And that beef was tough. It's really based on how many more years do we have Rey Mysterio? Because he looks like he can still go.
He does. He does.
Compared to other wrestlers his age or near his age.
Yeah.
He can go.
Because I know he did some stem cell shit on his knees, and it kind of fixed his knees. So, and the way he wrestles now, he does look like he got like 5-6 more years in him. You know what I'm saying? So, he could definitely go still. I don't see him retiring anytime soon, but
I see him retiring because he wants to, not because he's not physically able to.
Yeah. I can see that. And if you have like Dominic step up and face Santos, that could be a way for Rey to pass the Mysterio moniker to Dominic officially.
It could be.
Because that name needs to be passed down through the heritage. Like if he earns the Mysterio moniker, it's like, here goes the mask. Like obviously he's not gonna wrestle in the mask, but now you earn the mask, the Mysterio mask. That could just be a way of him actually being like, yo, now I see you as a man type shit. You know?
Word.
Johnny, what's going on?
Hi, Johnny. Nice. Enjoy yourself.
For real. Remember to put the one up for the bloodline. We the
Right.
ones.
The ones.
That's right.
Oh man. That's pretty fun to watch. Just watch a solo. Just go in with the title and just bloodline and everybody comes start looking at Sammy like
For real. It's like, Sammy, where's your title at, Sammy?
word. What I'm liking though is how this is possibly the most perfect way to blend in NXT with any of the main rosters.
Yeah.
Like, this works because that's the NXT North American champion. My man is working 2 nights. He's working his Wednesdays, he's working his Fridays. Because Roman belongs to Fox, you know? So eventually we're gonna get that title split. We're introducing a lot of new but familiar faces. They're new because this is how they are supposed to be originally when they came to the main roster, but then, due to this that follow their asses, completely butchered the gimmick.
Yeah.
Karrion Kross should be my Raw champion.
Now, how do you get the titles away from Roman? Do you just unify the 2 titles he has as one, and then Raw goes, yo, we got the World Heavyweight title back to signify a champion? Or
you're not gonna, you can't. It has to be separate champions. Both networks want their own champion.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do you make a brand new title on Raw, like the World Heavyweight title, and do a tournament for that on Raw?
No, no new title, no new design. I mean, just changing straps and stuff like that. It's just, in all honesty, this is probably one of the better belts. I mean, one of the better belts as of recent, I would say. Not tournament. We got Kevin Owens kind of step up to Roman, and Kevin is on Raw. Kevin and Cross, that's a good match.
Yeah. And
then, even if you want to, why not make it a triple threat match? I'm putting everything triple threat match at this point. Getting more fucking video, more bullshit than people on my TV. So you know what? Fuck it. Put all 3 of them in the ring. Let them dance. Let them have fun. Make it interesting. Yeah, it's going to be. It's not like the Usos ain't going to come in and interfere.
That's true. Yeah.
Or Koa,
Yeah, so I mean, you could also do that Euro Continental triple threat match where it's 2 falls. The first fall is the WWE title. The second fall is the Universal title, and then just have them drop the title that way.
I don't see it. I don't. Maybe it could work. So how they book it.
Yeah.
And Triple H has been doing an amazing job of, booking it smarter. I would say. By the way, I saw something. It said Omos, and I don't understand what happened because did Omos come out on Raw?
Yeah, Omos and MVP came out, but he fought a nobody though.
I think I left them during when I saw his name pop up. So I don't know what was happening there. He was No promo, no nothing.
Nope. He just walked out. MVP was like, "Look, he's here," and he fought. He wrestled nobody and left. To be honest with you, I don't even remember the match.
Bianca Belair was there.
Yes.
She did an open challenge to Sonya Deville, and Sonya Deville was the one that came out.
Yep.
Okay, I remember seeing that. I'm trying to see, it makes everything better. I can start remembering some shit. And the Jameson.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah. So after she beat Sonya Deville, that's when Bailey came out with the tag team champ with Damage Control, started fighting Bianca, and then Alexa Bliss and Asuka came out to help them.
Io Sky and Dakota Kai.
Yeah.
Oh,
Skyforce.
It's not Skyforce. You know what's so funny? When they came out with their name, I'm like, but aren't they Sky? No, that's what we call them, right? Yeah. I got so stuck. I was like, I'm so confused right now.
Yo, it's crazy because Skyforce to me sounds like a better name. I don't know why. Like, what control?
Skyforce.
Like, what damage are they controlling? It's just fucking Skyforce. Everybody's
the terrible booking of other women in the WWE, and now they're going to show what needs to be done. Bailey has just been great. I miss Bailey on my TV. We've been saying this. We get her back. I want to see her more in the ring, but I see her more as a mentor, and I'm digging it. I'm digging it as well.
I want to know what happened to Lacey Evans.
Man, that poor girl's more confused about her fucking character and
what show she's on.
And what show she's just confused.
Yeah.
She's gonna show up to Dark and be like, "Is this SmackDown? No. It's NXT. Is this NXT? No, that's down the block. Got it." No, I don't know, but where do you put her in? Like, where? Where do you put Lacey Evans now in the women's division of WWE? Do you put her? And let's think about this, because now it seems like main roster and their Forbidden Door, which was their own NXT brand.
Word.
Do we put Lacey Evans back on Raw, SmackDown, or NXT? Where would she thrive more? If you want to bring Toxic Attraction with Mandy Rose being Mandy Rose now, do we put Lacey Evans going back to her Southern Belle-ness? Like, you nasty. I like that character. I always enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But
it
was something different.
It was better than the Sergeant Slaughter Leader mixture.
Wait. The story of that was trash. Her outfit, though, that was banging.
Yeah, because you get to see mad thigh meat. She didn't know if she wanted to dance.
Bro, because you can't say that because her outfit as the Southern Belle, she had like shorts and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? She showed more skin. Yeah. So it's just a different outfit per se. I think I like the outfit of it because of her background. I don't believe that they should have played a sappy ass story. That's where they completely fucked up. I feel that you put her. Who's the SmackDown World Champion right now?
Liv Morgan, and she's wrestling Ronda Rousey at Extreme Rules. You could probably put her on SmackDown to go against like Shayna Baszler to help boost up Shayna Baszler's attitude and all that. But I would, in all honesty, she's not gonna do nothing unless she's in a tag team with somebody. because that tag team, the tag team champions got to go between Raw and SmackDown. They're not SmackDown. They're not Raw exclusive. And Ronda Rousey's soaking up all the attention from the SmackDown division. So if you're gonna put Toxic Attraction on the main roster, they gotta be on Raw. Because there's no way I would put Mandy Rose anywhere near Ronda Rousey. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Mandy Rose can
would
be
work. Mandy Rose
with Bianca Belair. Yeah, Bianca Belair, Bailey, those veterans. Let them work with somebody who knows how to work. You know what I'm saying? And I think that would be better. Plus, on Raw, you get more time to showcase them. It's just, to me, like I haven't seen SmackDown in a while, so I don't know, but it feels like SmackDown has went back to the B show. SmackDown is feeling like Rampage right now.
Without Roman being there, which is always going to be the most exciting segment. You also get a little bit of Sami Zayn. You can never go with Sami Zayn. Especially him taking the bumps that he's been taking, which is basically just moving. That's how Sammy's keeping his place. Like, I'll take these shots for you. Move! That's it. You know? My man's the fucking punching bag before anything else. It's gonna be funny. Sammy's gonna turn on Roman one day to help out Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I see it. I think that's why Braun Strowman's messing up all these fatal 4-way tag team matches.
Well, he kept coming around Chad Gable and Otis. I saw that. Yeah. I think that was on SmackDown, right? They were talking and something like that. Otis. Yes.
Yeah, Otis got to watch out because he might. I think Braun Strowman might be in love with Otis. I don't know. He keep going after Otis. Like, what's going on here? You see
big boy.
One of the little chicken. Yeah, he sees a fried chicken up in that motherfucker.
Well, it would only make sense for him to go after Otis and not Chad Gable because, I mean, look at Chad Gable.
Yeah.
Compared to Braun Strowman. The more fair fight here would be Otis. Braun would throw this shit out of Chad.
Yeah. But I do think Chad is strong enough to German suplex Braun. Chad got some strength on him. He got strength in them legs. But it's more of an attraction for Otis because Otis hasn't really been doing anything except for being the cornerman for Chad anyway. So if we could see something from Otis, then that'd be all right. But I don't think, I don't have any faith in Braun Strowman. I don't know why he's back, but listen, I chose to watch it in a different light. But yeah, because me and Cap had a discussion, and he's like, maybe I'm not, because I don't see what y'all seeing. So I'm trying to look for what y'all looking for, what y'all see. So I'm trying to look in a different light. So it's going to be positive. All right. Let's see. Maybe Braun Strowman is going after Otis just so that way at one point in time he goes after Roman or or maybe Gunther. Because if he's going after, because he wants to be the monster among monsters and Otis is like a mini monster. And Gunther would be next. And that'd be
there's a lot. I didn't realize how much there's a lot because we are pushing the shit out of Gunther Walter.
Yeah.
And man, Gunther versus Roman Reigns.
Now that's, sign me up for that.
You know what's sad? I feel like they will put Gunther versus Omos because it's just two big men.
Yeah.
And Walter would absolutely destroy him.
He would hurt Omos. He would hurt him. Yeah.
you'll be able to see them chops on Oh My What.
Word. My man Omos will go from black to purple real quick.
Mm-hmm. Oh. What else happened? What else am I missing?
Sammy Wrestling made his debut. He wrestled
You mean Johnny Wrestling?
Yeah, I don't know. You know what's crazy? I know it's Johnny Gargano, but I keep thinking of Sammy Guevara. Like, cause it's similar to me. So
Sammy Wrestling. I'm like, what the fuck is Sammy Wrestling? You mean Johnny Wrestling?
Sammy. Yeah, I keep calling him Sammy because Johnny, Sammy, Guevara, Gargano. I don't know why my brain is fucking those two up. For some reason it's associated one with the other.
Near, like
it's the E's in it, like Sammy, Sammy, Johnny, Gargano, Guevara. You know, it's just
Sammy, Johnny, totally too, like, not even close, bro.
I know, but if some reason my brain fucks it up.
Like, okay, G and G, but no.
Well, anyway, Johnny Wrestling made his debut.
Oh, yeah. He won the match and then he got knocked out by Theory, and then Theory started taking selfies. I remember seeing that.
And then Kevin Owens fought Theory and broke his nose.
Yes! I saw that. That was great. I enjoyed that. I was like, I got blood. Yeah. No, he did. He did. But everything that Kevin Owens said, I felt that. And I was like,
oh, yeah.
He has a point. He has a fucking point.
Yeah. But he smacked him in the neck, because I don't know if you noticed, when he smacked him, Theory's neck turned like reddish purple.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he didn't smack him in the face, he smacked him right in the neck. I was like, hey, and that's gotta hurt though. Get smacked in the neck, like you got your vein here, you probably pop a fucking blood vessel in that motherfucker. You smacked the shit out of him though.
Mm-hmm. And then they just went off. I don't know when he hit his fucking nose.
Oh, when he backed into the corner, when Kevin Owens backed in the corner and started swinging on him, one of those wild swings hit Theory in the face, and when Theory sat on his ass in the corner, like, you know, when he just dropped, that's when it did it, because it made a clean connection to his nose. Gotcha. It was like a wild swing, yeah, because when they slow-moed it, and I was like, all right, one of the fists connected straight into his face, and it dropped Theory. Now, I don't know if it hurt him, or he just did it out of instinct, like he got hit for real. It was like, let me drop. You know? Yeah.
Probably was. You know? I mean, in those situations, it looks great on TV. Also slightly scary for the wrestler, because you just never know the severity of it. Prime example will always be Becky Lynch when Nia Jax just fucked up her shit, and then she she became the man that night. She became Stone Cold Becky Lynch for the women's division that night, and that was unforgettable. And then watching a documentary, she was like, I don't remember any of that. I was running on adrenaline. And you have to put things like that in perspective. Like, it looked bad, but we've seen worse. John Cena and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. Shit, Seth Rollins and Cena. When Seth Rollins broke Cena's nose and turned it into a Z. My man implanted John Cena's nose with that fucking ripcord knee. Shit, we seen Rey Mysterio's eye pop out.
Shut the fuck up. No, we will not. We will not. And yo, you know what's crazy? He's got both eyes now. Amazing.
Yep. That's the power of being a father, Gigi. That's the power of being a father. You get your eyes back. He sees what's happening to Dominic.
Oh my god.
He sees what's happening to Dominic.
Meanwhile, in the outer universe that is beyond these four walls and graves, Vader is turning over his grave like, you got to be fucking shitting me. Like,
Word. And
oh
Malachi's
my god.
Malachi's eye is still fucked up, and he's in a
Still
different
fucked up.
wrestling organization.
No, right now he is taking some time off for himself, for his mental health, and good for him.
So it's official. He's not. Did he get released, or he just sabbatical, whatever they call
So
it?
I believe he's just on a leave of absence.
Okay.
And the longevity of this leave of absence is still unknown, or hasn't been. Nothing's been said. It's a leave of absence where he's got taken off the roster. He's on the shelf.
Yeah.
That's how I like to see it. You're still in the contract. We're going to grant you your release, but we're going to give you like a leave of absence. And yeah, I mean, he signed the contract that was all the way until what, 2025 or 2024?
I think so. I think most of those wrestlers are until 2025 or something.
Around there. So you have that. And it's insane because the thing is, what is the House of Black really doing? Really? It's dope.
Nothing.
It's a dope faction.
Yeah.
Stable. Great presentation. And you can't go wrong. It really, this felt like more of Malachi Black, and like it was his character. We got a preview of that when he was in NXT as Aleister Black.
Yep. His entrances are fire, no matter where he's at.
Yeah. I loved his NXT entrances.
Oh, yeah.
Even just for the regular, just like coming out like nothing, just like standing there, coming out like a fucking King Dracula type shit. Like,
Word. He's coming from the abyss and shit.
Word. And it was always dope, but that song fucking hit hard. I love music. But if there's one thing I fucking love, I love wrestling theme songs. I listen to that shit religiously. It's sad. Oh, yeah. It's sad. It's sad when Spotify tells you that your number one song, okay, was Shinsuke Nakamura, all right, and with the violinist, all right, that guy for the year, okay. That's how much of a nerd I am. And that's how much fucking wrestling music I fucking listen to. And I'm fucking proud of it. So go fuck yourself if you think that's weird.
Word. Skip straight to step 10. Don't even fucking look at the other steps. Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. Oh shit. Man. I digress. Aleister Black's fucking theme song hit so fucking hard in NXT.
Yeah.
That gets hard. The whole vibe to it was just Malachi Black's idea with Triple H in charge and having that type of funding to bring that full idea to life. Ooh. And on top of that, his wifey's there. I honestly believe that Zelina Vega should be partnering or standing by her man, because this will add a character, like some type of character development for her, showing her dark side when she's with her man.
Yeah, and she could speak.
She
could fucking cut a promo. Yeah,
she
could cut a fucking promo. Yeah. Yo, imagine, if House of Black, Brody King, Aleister Black, I don't know about the girl, but
Julia Hart?
Julia. I don't know about her, but also Buddy Murphy. If all of them were in WWE, the way that they're thinking, I know Judgment Day wouldn't exist, but this would be the closest we would have gotten to a replacement for the Fiend. Like, I think that would have been the hardest group in all of WWE, better than the Bloodline. Y'all remember when Finn's song came with the Demon? Yeah,
bro.
like, yeah.
That was like number 2 or 3 on my list. Man, there's just so much. And the best part is that there's 2 things. 2 things to Finn Balor. You had the regular Finn Balor, just the jacket, collar up, Finn Balor, your weekly Finn Balor. And then you had Finn Balor, the Demon song. And it would start differently with the heartbeats. And then just, oh man. Woo.
And he decided to hump the floor and get beat up by the turnbuckle, and we never seen the Demon again.
Why did that turnbuckle? Oh my god!
Yeah,
I'm sick right now. I can't. I just close my eyes and I see it happening.
that song is shit.
He just failed. He just. Ever seen like those fucking little donkeys that when you press the button they go completely?
Yep. It's like they held on by the string. Yeah, I know exactly
you
what
just
you're
press
talking
the button and they just go.
Shit.
That's what happened to Finn Balor that night. That's exactly what happened to him. The Demon.
Yo, the next. Yo, I was just about to say that. Like, the next time they introduce the Demon, they better say my man is like 800-900 pounds, because that's the rope can't support that weight. And they never explained anything. That was a complete
never.
And we're gonna bypass that. We're gonna put a pin in that, and we'll come back to that later.
Oh
like,
man,
shit. That was crazy.
Done.
So, yo, real quick, Gigi, before we go, who you say Bryan Danielson's winning the AEW title next week?
Yes. Bryan Danielson is definitely going to. My pick is Bryan Danielson for the AEW championship. The Acclaim will win the tag team championships. The women's match. I'm gonna say Toni Storm, but I don't want Toni Storm. Yep. I want Serena Deeb to be my women's champion. And I don't see it happening because Tony Khan's a fucking cunt, and he's just gonna go with what's selling hot, and what's selling hot right now is Toni Storm. If it's not Toni Storm, it's Britt Baker. But do we really want to put the title back on Britt Baker? You know, Britt Baker is probably gonna end up getting interfered by Jamie Hayter, or even Jamie Hayter might fucking smack the shit out of Toni Storm and Britt Baker. You know, maybe Serena Deeb is working in cahoots with Jamie Hayter, and then that's how Serena Deeb gets a championship, and that's how I'm booking it.
Hey, listen, that's all feasible because Jamie Hayter hit Tony with the chair, but also looked at Britt like, "Don't fucking talk to me," you know. So
go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Don't talk to me, bitch. You know what you did.
Word. And she's like, "I said I was sorry. I said I was sorry."
I can't do shit with I'm sorry.
Word.
Go fuck yourself.
But yo, that brief moment that Toni Storm and Serena Deeb was wrestling, in my head, I was like, this is what Toni Storm needs. Toni Storm needs a program with Serena Deeb. Let her showcase her wrestling, because she can go, and she hasn't showcased her full potential yet, and Serena Deeb is pulling out of her. It was like 3 minutes of wrestling, and she pulled a little bit out, and I was like, there you fucking go. Give me that. Give me that. I want that. I want Serena Deeb and Toni Storm go together. Boom. And then anything else happens after that, that's all. I just need that one match. Just give me that one match.
And what better way than to have Serena Deeb pins. She can pin somebody, and then Tony Storm can be like, "But you never pinned me," type of shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and then build that story, and then to the next pay-per-view. It's not like they have a pay-per-view every month, so you can build that to the next pay-per-view.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like wow, I forgot her fucking name. Thunder Rosa's coming back that off. That soon.
Oh,
because she just tweeted out a pic of her in this like fucking back shit, looking like Bruce Lee from the Dragon story. You remember when Bruce Lee was on that table and they were moving to the blood? She was looking like that for a second. I don't know what she's doing to her back. Well, yeah, it wasn't that dramatic, but they had like these little like straps.
No, I know what you mean. Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, she was doing back therapy in one of these clinics.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Wow. Yo, she ain't coming back anytime soon.
Yeah, for real.
And who's to say that she's gonna come back? I think she needs to come back, fight for the title, but I don't think that she needs to I don't know, man. I don't like the way she's being booked in AEW. And my question is that, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, we put Thunder Rosa in WWE underneath Papa H's wing. How would that turn out? Because to me, if you put Thunder Rosa in the WWE, it's like she's giving you a female version of a little bit of Lita, because of that luchador, but also a lot of like Rey Mysterio for a female division.
You know how I would put her in the WWE? I would have her come in under Bayley and Damage Control, and then after a short while, like let's say a month or two, have her turn on Bayley. And then do a program Bayley versus Thunder Rosa. Showcase like on some like Thunder Rosa on some, honey, I just use you to get into the door. I'm the one, like, you know, like I'm here to be the champion. Fuck all y'all. And then she fights Bayley and goes after Bianca Belair for the title. It's like one of those show, like introduce her through Damage Control the same way you're doing Io Sky and Dakota Kai. Like, look, she's a good wrestler. She's with us. She's not one of these other people. She's with us. Showcase her talent. People get a little behind her. Boom. Release her. Get her on the wild. You don't need to cut no promos. Just straight out. She beats up Bayley, and now I'm coming for you. Like she's a destroyer type shit. That's how she should have been in AEW. She should have been like, they already showed how tough she was fighting Britt Baker. She should have been on some, now I want you, Serena, and that would have been the end of what she was talking. You think I want you. She calls her shots. I want you. I want you. I want you. I want you. Because that whole promo shit didn't work. And not everybody needs to be doing these promos. Not everybody's Britt Baker. Sometimes you have the charisma in silence. And I think Thunder Rosa is more of a charisma in silence and in the ring than on the mic. That's how I would do it.
Yeah. Why not? I think it sounds better than anything. It sounds better than what they are currently booking right now.
Yeah.
But anything and everything also sounds better.
This is true.
Being booked for the women's division, because right now they need help.
Yeah, they do.
They need to break that glass for emergency and be like, please.
Yeah. Well, I think. All right. So you know how you keep saying trust the process? Right now, from what I'm seeing, because I'm, like I said, I'm looking in a different perspective here. From what I'm seeing, I think they're slowly starting to go, all right, Thunder Rosa's gone, and now we need to go from the transition of someone taking her place to now let's start something new. So Jamie Hager now is going to separate from Britt Baker. So we have at least a month, 2 months of that rivalry and that story playing out. And then Jamie Hager goes for the title. You know what I'm saying? Like Jamie Hager goes and her separate ways. Maybe she beats Britt Baker. and you have these girls now. Chris Statlander comes back. Like you have this gauntlet of women that could be there, and then when you need to, all right, Britt, be that bitch again. You know what I'm saying? So that's my pie in the sky, hopeful thinking. What's going on, show? You awake?
Are you here? Did you butt dial us? Shit!
I'm here and awake.
This
rested.
Well rested at 12:05. This motherfucker right here.
Taking garbage.
How you doing?
What you talking about?
What we talking about? We were just wrapping up. That's what we were talking about.
I want to at least let me show some face.
Okay, well, we see your face. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Yeah.
That's it. And on that note, the smile is here.
All right, show. Who do you think is going to win between Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley for the AEW title at Arthur Ashe Stadium, which we will be at next week?
Nostalgia Daniel Bryanson to win because I want to celebrate. I want to scream. I want to actually cheer. Honestly, I don't really like him like that. Like CM Punk said, you're a team, and it seems you always are like that, even in the Shield. So yeah, I don't like Daniel Bryanson.
All right, so you're going with Daniel Bryanson. All right. So who you think is going to win the AEW Women's title? Toni Storm, Serena Deeb, Britt Baker, or Athena?
I kind of walked in about that. How you wanted Britt Baker to stay without the title since she don't really need it. And then later on, she could come in and take it. I kind of miss Britt Baker running the whole show. I don't know if when she was the champion, there was no doubt about who the champion was. She lost the title. We had a crazy ass Mexican that couldn't talk. We got some other people that might have took the title from her, but they can't talk either. It's too many ifs. This is spades. How many books you got? I know this shit. How many? I don't need no possibles. I need a real.
Okay, and you saying Britt Baker's a bubble?
No, I'm saying the other girls that took the title from Britt Baker.
In the bubble 10 books?
Huh?
In a bubble 10 books in space?
You're right. Britt Baker.
You're muted, Gigi.
I'm not muted. I'm not saying shit. That's what I'm doing.
Quiet.
I'm just like, no, I am too high for this shit right now. I was mentally saying that, but I was like,
yeah,
I'm like,
so your lips moving.
Show up.
That was my high moment.
She did the little motherfuckers are talking about spades.
What are we talking?
She was like, these motherfuckers are talking about spades.
What the fuck is what did I just let happen?
Yo, ready? This is great. Wait. And the stress that I'm smoking tonight. Whoa,
Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy. Oh shit.
Oh,
right, last title. Yo, who's winning the tag team championship? Swerve in Your Glory or the Acclaimed?
Acclaim.
Listen.
Yo.
Listen. The Acclaim's champion. We walking down the aisle. It's been a while. Some shit like that. Nah, I want that.
The Acclaim,
okay.
That pop. I'm gonna tell you this right now. The pop that when the Acclaim fucking wins next week. I'm saying it. They're gonna. I am manifesting. I don't care what fucking Tony Khan fucking writes. Maybe he'll change his mind at the last minute. The Acclaim are going to fucking win, and everybody's gonna scissor daddy ass.
Right. 20,000 people. He's gonna get 20,000 scissors.
everybody.
That's right. We're gonna be on some scissor me daddy.
Just don't turn them into Montez Ford team.
the Street Profits.
Well, don't turn.
But that's a totally different gimmick.
Yeah,
that's a different gimmick. Mainly because I guess so. But Max Caster adds to the team with his raps, and then Anthony Bowen just adds so much with his enthusiasm that I think with that type of combination is a little bit different than the Street Profits.
Yeah,
Street Profits Street Profits is basically one of those now considered, and I'm going to say the Street Profits are legendary tag teams that is always going to put on a good match, very much like the New Day, very much like the Usos. There's always like 3 or 4 good tag teams that you can always put them together and they will never have a bad match.
Yeah.
And Street Profits are now one of those people.
Well, the difference between the Street Profits and the Acclaim is the organizations they're in. WWE needs a kid-friendly team if they're going to be, the main guys. So the Street Profits are now the kid-friendly team. So they're out there to put on a show for the kids and the experience. AEW is still an adult show. So the Acclaimed are here for us. So they're not going to pull that shit where they're pulling out the kiddie shit and no. The Acclaim's going to come out with more bars now because he's the tag team champion. And they got Daddy Ass with him. And if anybody knows about the Attitude Era and pulling out some shit to be controversial, it's Daddy Ass. You know what I'm saying? So for right now, the Acclaim should be safe.
Word. And who's to say that Swerve in Their Glory won't ask for another title shot right afterwards, Because legit, you have a tag team. You have a trios tag team. So now
did you see the Lucha Brothers, they faced Swerve in Your Glory yesterday for the titles. And in my head, I was like, that's a good match, but why did you do that when we knew that Swerve in Your Glory is wrestling at Grand Slam for this? Like, you're literally telling us that the Lucha Bros are just a space filler right now.
You wanted it was crazy. I had it on. But, again, in mom mode, I had it on, but it was on in the background.
Yeah.
So I saw it, but I didn't really watch it. If anything, at some points during AEW Dynamite, I wasn't watching it; it was watching me.
No, I hear you.
So a lot of stuff, like that first hour, I want to say, or even that first hour and a half, I'm just like kind of checking and shit like that because it's just mom mode.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, the match was good, but you could definitely tell that it wasn't one of those where it's like maybe they can win, and that's something I don't like it in WWE either. It's like you're gonna book something so far in advance and then have a match where it's like, oh, it's for the title. We know that they're not gonna lose. Now, if they would have been like, Acclaim is getting a title shot at Grand Slam, whoever the champions are, they're getting a title shot at Grand Slam. At least we have the mystique of, hey, they haven't guaranteed that Swerve in Your Glory is gonna be at Grand Slam. They just said that they're getting a title shot against whoever the champions are. Maybe the Lucha Bros could win this. You know what I'm saying?
Why not use that against y'all, though? Since y'all think it's an automatic, why not flip the script?
I mean, I got the balls to do it, but they don't.
Hey, we do. That's why I'll show with oops.
Yeah, then Gigi's argument of cards subject to change, would come in.
You know it.
Word. So Lay said that he agreed with Gigi. I guess with the AEW championship.
Okay.
I don't know if he agreed with you on the
So,
women's
no,
champion.
I think that's what it makes no sense. Was the demon at the shit? I don't know what. Lay, if you're still around, what did you agree with me on? Was it
I think he agreed
AEW
with
or
Brian Danielson on the.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I think John Moxley has. I think that John Moxley had it so many times. Why not pass the torch to somebody who hasn't had it? And you can't go wrong with Bryan Danielson. You cannot. He will carry the title, face or heel.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. He's here to wrestle. And wrestle he will. Who's to say that? Let's just say, let's put this out there in the universe. Bryan Danielson wins the AEW championship. One of the first people to possibly congratulate him, besides Moxley, Garcia. And now we have Daniel Garcia versus Daniel Bryan for the AEW championship. Now, I'm not just saying that once Danielson gets it, that he's going to drop the title instantly. It's never the case in scenario with AEW booking. And it shouldn't be. In all honesty, it really shouldn't be.
Yeah.
But to be able to build a story from that with Chris Jericho, I honestly think that Chris Jericho should go away for a little bit, but because of all this shit that went down last week with CM Punk, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, and a shit ton of other people, this is what the hand has been, the hand that has been dealt is the aftermath of the shit that went off.
Yeah. Because Moxie's supposed to be on vacation too, so yeah, I mean, there's a lot of shit got fucked up there.
A lot. Because it wasn't just Moxley, it was other wrestlers that were supposed to go away on vacay. Yeah. And it's not.
See, now, does he hold it until CM Punk comes back, or does he hold it until we get a new star to take it from him?
A new star. And that new star is MJF.
Damn, I was just about to ask. Where's AJ?
Where's who?
He's hiding in the shadows, man. Unmasked.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
You think this is all a work? Because they doing a lot of talk. Like, there's a lot of talk going out. Oh, MJF don't want to sign, and CM Punk is mad, and
so
we only talk about
I will say this. MJF. I honestly believe that nothing's a work with MJF. He's about the money. He goes where the money goes. He knows that Tony Khan can pay him. Difference is that with Tony Khan, he knows that he has this creative freedom because Tony Khan's a fucking Pokemon. And he knows that he can go ahead and fuck with the mentality that is Tony Khan versus the mentality that is Paul Levesque. Not Triple H, Paul Levesque. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Major difference. You have a wrestler, right? Starting in the business, making his way up. My man married the boss's daughter. And crazy as it may be, all the fucking shit where Stephanie was going to take over the company from the ECW days and the magazine cover where she's just standing holding a picture of her daddy, flaming it up, saying that like she's gonna take out her dad, actually came fucking true. And I do believe, I genuinely believe, this shit was a tit for tat. Because when Steph took a leave of absence, it's been rumored that Vince McMahon basically buried his own daughter from the company when she was on a leave of absence. It's been rumored.
Yeah.
Who's to say that she was like, oh, word? That. Let me go into my filing cabinet.
Yeah. I'm
file number
somebody,
one, file number two.
Somebody's seen those numbers before. These shits don't just pop up out of nowhere.
No offense, that's a white.
Not after all these years.
Yeah.
Not after over a fucking decade, bro. Come on.
Hell yeah.
Realistically,
No
I feel like this was a tit for tat.
Dang. You gonna snitch on your own father? That's a white problem.
The father was snitching on his own daughter.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
The father was doing
stabbed her in their back. That's crazy. I'm thinking the opposite. I'm thinking about how much she's gonna walk all over me. She's gonna take the company because I got a daughter. I'm like, I'm gonna give it a company. You can have it.
I'm not gonna front.
This is mine.
That first night when Stephanie McMahon came out after the whole shit, Vince McMahon stepping down, blah 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 blah. Listen, I've seen way too many episodes of fucking Scandal to understand a scandal when I see a scandal. Miss Olivia Hope helped me along the way.
Word.
I'm just saying. I felt like I saw a whole fucking episode of that shit right there.
No, deadass, yeah.
But how I see it is so fucking true. When Steph was out there and she was like, "We love you, Dad. We miss you." I felt like that was such a booyah. Like, we love you, Dad. And we got you. I miss you. But I'm taking over.
It's mine now, motherfucker.
I love you now.
Look at my eyes, Daddy.
Welcome to Monday Night Raw.
It was me, Austin. It was me.
It was me all along, Daddy. It was me all along.
You know who told him you was giving them the money from WWE? It was me.
That
Shit,
that was a bit wild, but yeah.
Yeah.
So
but on that note, go ahead, Gigi. You got it. Yeah.
Sorry, I was just making sure I'm wrapping up everything that the show wanted. All right, so you said Bryan Danielson.
Yes.
The Acclaim.
Yep.
Women's champion. You said Britt Baker.
You want Britt Baker? Yeah, Britt Baker.
And what was the other match? It was at least one more match. Oh, Pac versus Orange Cassidy.
Yes.
Ooh, that's
for the Mid-Atlantic.
That's gonna be. We're gonna watch that one. That's gonna be a good match. I want Orange Cassidy to finally get some shine. Like, I've seen him hold down the fort quietly. Well, obviously he doesn't talk much. Like, I really haven't seen him voice that he needs the tie hands or I'm just give me my space and I'll do what I need to do. People like that just being quiet. Like, do your job. It's your turn to hold the title. I don't know if y'all disagree, but I always like Orange Cassidy. style. I like his gimmick. He appeals to the crowd. He's gonna be a huge star. He's a little small, but I like him. So Orange.
So you say Orange Cassidy?
I'm gonna go with Pac. I'm gonna go with the bastard. The bastard.
Yeah, I think Pac also.
Let's
remember
for the title, man.
Yeah, remember Pac also didn't he like fight to keep one of the other titles he had for like 2 years?
Well, Pac is a double champion now.
Yeah,
Think about it. He's a
He's
trios
Tupac.
champion. He's Tupac. He's a trios champion. He's Tupac without the do-rag.
Word.
Let's see, a trios champion, and fuck
The Mid-Atlantic.
Mid-Atlantic. That's what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah, I say Pac. I think Pac is gonna win this shit. I want to see him do the fucking Red Arrow.
I think those were all the matches set for Dynamite.
Yeah, all the important ones.
All the important ones, and I think that's the only thing that matters. Now come next week, we'll give our amazing review. Hopefully, Joe, I'll send you all the videos that we take and shit like that, and then because it is our own creative content, we can show it on here without any interruption.
Word.
On YouTube, bitch.
They'll probably still copyright us.
Probably.
No, because it is fan creative content, and they can't copyright that.
We thought free movies, and we got kicked off every night.
Well, that was your fault, show.
But that's because you're
You
doing
came
it
late.
from the original source, where the original source would be you, and they can't take that away from you.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
You see? You
know your shit.
She's already
Bitch.
reciting it. She gonna be in court. Listen, Your Honor.
Word.
Public
hold on.
domain.
Oh shit.
Mahesh Paneth. I don't. Yo, listen, man. If
He
I can't pronounce
mispronounced
your
your
name,
name. We are sorry. I'm
Word.
high. He's not, but I'm high, so it's okay.
Yeah.
So we hope you said it. The AEW wrestlers will eat all the money of Tony Khan and take the company to nowhere. They will end up with, when Tony runs out of money, Tony still has time to save his money.
The video game might do that to him. I don't know about the wrestlers.
I don't waste. I don't think he ever gonna go broke.
Nah, I think his pops will step in before the company starts hemorrhaging that much money off him.
I agree.
But yeah, right now, I think they have no. They've been the last week, yesterday they had the highest ratings they had in a long, I think, of the year. They're gonna get money as long as CBS and TNT don't fuck them over.
I would say that, yeah. I think that Tony Khan needs to take control back of his company, because after that post scrum that they had, he lost all. Are you okay, Tel?
Word.
You hearing some ghosts? What?
I don't know what happened, but an ad started playing on my Twitch channel, so I just started hearing some woman singing, and I'm like, "Oh, what the fuck?" I'm like,
And I'm the one that's smoking.
What the fuck is going on here? That's why I'm looking. I'm like, "Yo, where is this fucking shit coming from?" Yeah, it was just a woman. Yeah, I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yo, you saw his face. He looked.
He was like,
shit out.
Yeah, I was like, listen.
Singing.
Listen.
Nah, your ad was like, hey, yo, listen.
Word. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? I was that ass was like, yo, is somebody set an alarm? Like, yo, show what's going on in the background? We already sang Celine Dion.
Now you see why I keep.
Yo, show's talking and all you hear is, how do I live without you? I want to know.
Yo, I was hearing that and I was like, yo, I love this song, but why is this so fucking chopped up? Because of this connection, he's making me lose interest, man. Fuck this shit. And I logged off because of that, because I can't listen to that song. And it was like, how do I? Oh, you.
Hey, man.
Oh, no. What?
How do I ever survive? How do I leave? Oh, man. Fucking Kanye. What a movie. Yo, and on that note, it's your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads signing out. Peace, everybody.